And now, Negative 43 TV begins another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV reliably serves Sneedville and all of Purgatory. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the time of day that Negative 43 TV goes to air, welcome, and we hope you enjoy today's programming. And now, the official Negative 43 TV jingle, written by Skull Kid.
As always, thank you so much, Skull Kid, for taking the time to do that for little old me. We have our first hello here on this show. It goes to Logie Berra.
Welcome to Sneedville. Here at 43 TV. We keep you up to date with our favorite reprobate, Tyree Sneed. We're Richbartone as your lovely host.
That's me.
Watch the Batman that you hate the most. We're live here at 43 TV. We're live here at 43 TV. Yeah. I'm saying.
Know who else is live right now? CIA Hole.
The views and opinions expressed in the media or comments on this channel are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcaster, which is Negative 43 TV. Due to the social nature of this broadcasting channel, videos may contain content copyrighted by another entity or person. This channel's owner claims no copyright to said content. The broadcaster of this channel cannot be held accountable for the copyrighted content. The broadcaster of this channel is a messenger and sharer of information and strives to verify, but cannot warrant the accuracy of copyrights or completeness of the information on this channel. If you have a complaint about something or you find your content is being used incorrectly, please contact the broadcaster prior to making a copyright claim. Any infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction.
As always, an ironclad promise. Here comes the email. Yes, richbaritone at mail.com. Hello to John Cole. I believe it is time for the prayer. God help us all.
Just understand, man. Pray for me, bro. Real talk. Matter of fact, I'm going to pray right now. As much as I can. But Lord, please help me and give me the strength to be able to take on and handle all of this spiritual you-know-whats that they're sending at me. Please give me the strength to stand in your name. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of you-know-what. Right? Or you-know-what, and your staff, they comfort me.
Jesus.
And just stick with me. Please, Lord Jesus Christ, stick with me through all of this. Through the temptation, through all of the evil that's coming at me. Please bring karma and justice and true righteousness to this situation. Please, as you have never left my side, continue to back me and support me in my cause for doing your work.
God left your side. Jesus left your side. Lord, long time ago.
On this planet. Please support me and give me the resources I need. Please bring me people that are going to donate and support me financially. Please bring me the money and tools to do your work on this planet to make sure that I stop these people from child. Hold on.
You bastard. You absolute bastard. But you know who is just the opposite of that? He's one of the greatest people in Sneedville, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please welcome Dutchie to the show?
God, please help my soul to be at peace. Please help me just be able to learn how to deal the best way possible and not allow evil, malicious energies to affect my peace, my state of mind. Please protect me. And I know that you are there with me. I know that you support everything that I am doing.
Oh,
In
yeah?
your name. Again, please help me. Give me strength where I do not have it to stand up
So that would be everywhere on your person.
to these oppressors, to these evil people, to this system. Again, please give me all the tools, resources.
Please welcome Lady Nightmare, who is in the process of making my radio delusions come true. Just a little bit. Welcome.
And people to back me in my effort to
It's not a delusion. I know I'm not on radio, but I'm on her radio.
completely stop child and to protect the youth
Fuck
and to
you,
protect
buddy.
these people from everything that's going on that they're unaware of and cannot protect themselves from. Please help me and give me the strength, God, to push forward in the midst of confusion, in the midst of my anxiety, my frustration, and my not knowing what's going to happen to me next.
Well, that's because you don't live your life with any structure whatsoever. I mean, none of us really know what's going to happen to us next, but some of us have better ideas than other people because our life has structure.
Continue to supply me with the faith I need to continue to hold on to you at all costs. And please guide me through this hell. All right? Please just continue to be there and just give me the strength I need to overcome.
I don't know if you heard it, but I'd like to welcome Mike Toilet to the show.
What we all know is going on spiritually behind closed doors. You know, the wicked will never win. They lost the minute they were wicked. They lost the minute they were evil. And I just want to say that I love you, God. I love you, Jesus Christ. Thank you for providing me with the beautiful life that I have lived.
Lord.
Give me, more and more time. Continue to make me immortal in your name. And have me know, not think, not doubt, but know that I am immortal. And
You're denying God if you're claiming to be immortal. You have to die to enter the kingdom of heaven. Sorry about your luck, or am I? Nick P is here.
I am inconquerable because I stand in the name.
Glad to see, and he says, this turns into a read it for the listeners. Nick P says, glad to see that Peeny stock paid off for him. That's Peeny. And then he corrected to penny. But I kind of think you may have had it right the first time there, Nick. Welcome to the show, as well as a welcome to Dusty Old Walnut. You made it. You certainly did. We are just getting this madness going here on this Thursday.
Of righteousness in your name, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of God, I stand up to all of these evil people.
It's got a ring to it, Nick. Peeny stock. I'll never hear him say penny stock the same way again.
All right, by myself, and I'm never by myself because you are with me. You and the millions of ancestors that support me, the voice, I'm the voice of the voiceless. Just continue to give me the resilience and strength and just everything. Supply me with all the tools that I need to do this.
I know I've said this before, but Tyree, did you know that God helps those that help themselves? In other words, all of this is falling on deaf ears.
Please help me to build this entire company business
it sure does, Nick.
idea into a full-scale agency operation to truly stop all of these evil, wicked people's plans and plots for me and for our planet. Please help me to protect everyone here. And, just give me the power. Truly, I need your power. I need your guidance, and I need you. I am aware I cannot do this by myself. It is too much for me to handle, and it takes a lot, but this is way too much for me. So I call out to your name, God, Jesus Christ, please. I am begging you to help me get through this. Help me save my life, please. Heal me. Help me. Give me the way. I know you will provide the way. Provide me a way for me to scale through this matrix, through every challenge and obstacle that it provides. and just give me the strength and resilience necessary. Clear the path for me as you have done. Continue to protect me.
Angel is here. Please warmly welcome her, everyone.
And just know that every step I take is divine and in your name. Amen.
Yet it always ends like that. Hello again, Sneedville. I am Richbartone, and Negative 43 TV is live for this Thursday, March 27th, 2025. I haven't listened to any Tyree since Saturday until today. My wife and I spent rather a good amount of time in our car during the day, and I was looking for some things that maybe I could do something with, since his repetitiveness lately has become really, it's probably worse than ever. But then I stumbled across two things that I know I can do a whole bunch with, but I'm not going to do it until I say hello to Boo Earns, and Silicone is here. Please give him a warm welcome. Yes, Silicone's a guy. It's absolutely true. So what we are going to start with is 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Yes, 6 minutes, 54 seconds. That's right. Of Tyree's mind just spinning out of control, more so than usual, to a shocking amount to me. But then again, I'm kind of easily shocked. So let me make sure that I have everything the way I need it to be. I believe I do. Let's add him to the stage. And oh, good Lord, there he is. It's a vertical video that we are going to start off with. It's short, but it's super, ultra, mega stupid. Hey, wait a minute. Blue is here. Welcome to the show. And Christina is, in fact, a guy too. I'm thinking a bisexual guy. You know that in the background, he's helped Tyree probably many times. Sounds a little suspect to me, but hey, I'm a suspicious kind of a guy. So we're going to start off with, can you smell what the Batman is cooking right here on Negative 43 TV for this Thursday evening? Let's find the candy-colored button and let's go.
Hello, folks.
This is
now
bad
remember,
or good, depending on.
We are in the valley right now, and since they're very choosy and selective about who they sort, I just want to say, can you smell what the bat is cooking?
I probably couldn't smell what you're cooking, but I'm certain that I could smell you if I was in the vicinity. Sheriff Consent is here on this Thursday. What better place to be than Negative 43 TV? Hey, it rhymed.
That's right, because The Rock sold out. That's right. The Rock, the wrestler, yeah, he sold out. He's amazing.
Yeah, Boo.
Just like any other.
Everybody knows except him, and he knows. He's got to know.
Silly Rock. And I'm going to continue to talk about the truth and expose reality that these people only support their own.
Right.
That's right.
He has been rather upset by the various emails telling him how much money that a whole bunch of us are making. But, well, we'll go into that later, and I hate to go into that later. I just fucking hate it, but we'll go into it.
Meaning, they want to see The Rock make it, but they don't want to see your boy win. See what I'm saying? Take The Rock, for example. I forget what his real name is because he doesn't exist and I don't care. He's just another Mason who sold his soul and sold out. That's right. He sold out to the family of Lucifer, what Freemasons all are. The family of Lucifer is Freemasonry, okay? Also known as the Illuminati, because all they do is say lies and create illusions. They're all hilarious. These reptiles are hilarious.
He's going to snap off here in a second and just kind of lose his frontal cortex in a very spasmodic way. You'll enjoy it, I hope.
What they all are.
Hey,
like I said, The Rock could never hold a candle to me. Ever. The Rock will.
Don't look now, but one of Sneedville's most prominent comedians is here right now. It's Money Mike. Please put it together, everybody, for Money Mike.
Never come
Oh, come on. Hit the button already, dude.
close He will never be able to compare. Understand? Not in strength, not in any strength feat, not in endurance, not in perseverance, and he's not a man. That's right, because again, you all have no men. You don't have a man as a representative yet. If you'd like to get one at a point one, I suggest you start trying to copy me, because that's what people I think are starting to realize is that I know what I'm doing. Today
And the weather on the east coast of Texas right now is absolutely for shit. It's very dangerous, about 70 or 80 miles away from Tyree. Damn it, it never lands in the right place.
on my trusty steed, my bat pot. Hi ho, silver!
Here he goes.
I'm on my trusty steed today, my bat pod. My honey is watching me. I love you, honey. Honey, don't you think I could play a good Heath Ledger, a good Joker? I think I'd be almost better at being Joker.
Yeah, you could do a good Heath Ledger, but the whole key to it right now is you'd have to be dead. I'm not suggesting anything, algorithm. Eddie Guerrero, thank you so much for the super chat. Highly appreciated. Really appreciated.
I'm a natural born Joker, but I chose to be righteous and be the Batman because I am truly righteous. But I think I could play a hell of a Joker. I really do. I know why you choose to have your meetings in broad day. I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman. I can play a hell of a Joker. Might take a little bit of work. I don't know about the laugh. That'd be the hard part.
This one's worth it.
I can do it.
This one's worth reading for the listeners. It comes from, of course, Money Mike. Tyree should dress up as a pirate since he loves booty.
Anything. That's right. God told me I can. So I'm glad for
Super duper appreciated. It brings us a little bit closer, man. Thank you so much.
Christina's okay. Seriously. I was pretty worried. I haven't heard from you in over a week. And that's okay. I know you're going through serious stuff. I love you.
It's your girlfriend, and you haven't heard from her for over a week. I know you're going through something. I bet she didn't call. I bet it was an email. Sure it was. Yeah, sure it was, buddy. But keep going. It's becoming amusing in spite of itself.
More than anything, and
it's really
I'm always right here for you. So please know that, and you are my only priority. I'm very sore today. I had a good workout session. Honey, you got to listen to the last live I did yesterday addressing, the penguin and his antics and all these other people. I went to hell in yesterday.
The only thing I have to say to that is, of course, antics.
On everyone and everything, and said reality and the truth. Finally, the truth gets to be said. Nah, bro, you're trying to take advantage of the fact I'm on YouTube, I'm on the internet, bro. I don't talk like this. You feel me? Nah, I got to clean it up and make it look cute on here. Don't get on here playing games with me. I ain't got to sit here and put up with nothing. We ain't here to entertain nonsense and birds that can't fly.
You're here to entertain no one, though. You never have been on here to entertain anybody. It's about your own perceived self-aggrandizement. That's what it is. It's feeding your non-existent fantasies. That is all that is going on here. And I think you need to sue that ad agency that plainly ripped your shit off. Again, I've actually been thinking about this. I like to think that I'm a funny guy with a good comedic mind. You could not come up with that on your own. It's too far out. It's too far gone. Yeah, Tyree, if you're listening to this, that State Farm commercial, they stole the joke from you.
What kind of bird that can't fly won't get on YouTube and act like he's...
Yeah, how do you know that there's very little talent anymore when you resort as a major advertising agency to ripping off Tyree Sneed shtick? Come on. And you've got a degree?
Someone.
Shit.
That's crazy, penguin. You're crazy, penguin. All right, hold on.
Hold on. This guy could fuck up a one-car funeral. He doesn't know how to do anything at all right, especially this. He's totally unqualified as he's out there on his trusty steed. Yep, a 30-year-old bike.
I'm just messing around. They're playing music. Your true beauty's description looks so good that it hurts. You're a dime plus 99, and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go, they stop and stare because you're bad and it shows.
I think this needed to be more out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Your head to your toes, out of control. Baby, you know, if I was your man, baby, never worry about what I do. I'll be on my back hard coming back to you. Every night, stopping crime right. There's a type of joker.
Well, you're not. Come on now. You're not stopping crime at night. By the time the sun goes down, you're on your way back to mommy's house. Sure you are. Come on, tell me. Yep, you're running back to mommy. That's all you're doing. Is he serenading Raleigh Jones? In all likelihood, yes. But seriously now, think about all the times that Christina has helped him. You know it's happened. You know it's probably happened hundreds and hundreds of times. Dude's rocks are rolling, I'm telling you.
I love it. These people are mad because my idea worked. My little idea, yeah, I told you. Wasn't you saying something? Bird that can't fly, wasn't you saying something about that somehow you didn't have to dress up like a bat to get views or something? Well, you don't get no views. So I guess you should start dressing up like a bat, penguin. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love when they sit there with that fake laughter and then they have to eat their words.
He's completely beyond help. He has a completely broken brain. He has for years. But here in the last year or so, those shards from the initial explosion of his mind have been subdividing themselves.
Success, penguin. Eat it on a plate.
Turning themselves into dust of a sort.
Yeah, eat it with your pizza. You can have some buttered up jelly rolls with it. Boy, you hilarious.
Wait a minute.
I know you mad.
Okay, I'm going to go back. We're going to listen to this again because when he got into this, Mrs. Baritone just stared at me. Yeah, with the, oh God, you're fucking kidding me look that every married man knows. But yeah, this really, really, really got Mrs. Baritone's attention.
Eat my success, penguin. Eat it on a plate. Yeah, eat it with your pizza. You can have some buttered up jelly rolls with it. Boy, you hilarious. I know you mad. I know you mad. You hilarious. Stop acting like I ain't easy to find, boy. Boy, stop it, bro. You are the best hide and seek player I have ever seen.
Don't act like I'm not easy to find. In our next feature, he will talk about how he's just trying to get lost. Kind of the opposite of what he's saying here, but what's new?
Oh, holy cow. Can't be serious. That boy right there is an enigma, right? He's like the Riddler. He can't make up his mind whether he want to be Penguin, the Riddler. He don't know what supervillain he is, but he one of them. Oh, hell no. Come on, boy. All right. I got stuff to do right now, honey. I will be back. I love you more than anything. Look at your man's big muscles.
Oh, God.
That's right. And let them all be jelly. All right. I shall be back once I find the close button here. All right. Message me right now, honey. I love you.
And that's the end of Can You Smell What the Batman is Cooking on Negative 43 TV. It's 1 minute until the top of the hour wherever you are, unless you're one of those freaks in Newfoundland. Can never forget about you. And by the way, if you're in Newfoundland listening to this, I'm just joking. Or am I? What's this 35-minute shit? I don't understand it, but that's okay. I drove a forklift for 36 years, so by definition, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't understand. Richbartone here, Negative 43 TV. Again, that was Can You Smell What the Batman is Cooking? But now it's time for the main meal, the feature course of this evening. Yes, it is. As soon as my browser begins to... Okay, there we go. What am I looking for here? Oh, yes. Yeah. I was just looking for something to kill time while we were out in the car. And I was expecting nothing to work with, because here lately, nothing to work with is pretty much all that's ever been on Tyree Sneed's menu relative to this show. However, this did in fact change, and we're going to look at that right now. We're going to click on I continue to advance with my hard work. Indeed, exit solo layout. There we go. Put it in full screen. And away we go. It's I continue to advance with my hard
And
work.
welcome to Batman Radio, folks, the greatest radio show of all time. And you are tuned in with your host, Tyree Sneed, the one and only, most notorious.
All right, it's now the top of the hour wherever you are in the world, except for the whole Newfoundland thing. Let's go on.
Batman. That's right. Oh, I guess StreamYard did change their setting where they show the title of the show. I guess that's cool.
Changed a few things lately.
All right. I don't really have a whole lot to say, I don't think.
Then why are you on?
I'll go off the cuff here and see, what I get into and what happens. But first of all, hope everybody's doing well.
Better than you.
Second of all, like I said, I don't waste my time conversing with people and individuals who don't make any coherent sense and don't have any grasp on basic reality. So again, reality just works.
You really need to stop talking shit about yourself. It'll be good for your self-esteem.
One way, and you have a lot of people.
What self-esteem does this loser have? Seriously, after all, he has an inferiority complex the size of Mount Crumpet. That's a direct quote from Tyree Sneed, but do go on.
Especially on YouTube, who, again, they don't make any sense, and everything they're saying is delusion and it doesn't exist. As far as people trying to bring my name up, it's because you're a fan. So, just stay in a fan's place, and that's all I really have to say. You've been a fan of me since day one.
I'm an anti-fan. Absolutely an anti-fan. What does anti-fan mean in this instance? I hate your guts. Okay? I legitimately hate the air that you breathe. So what we're going to do here is, we're just going to, continue the roast, I guess. If I start getting off into tangents, this thing's going to go sideways on me. I'm in a good mood, and I'd like to stay that way. But then again...
Okay, all of you, this is not to anybody specific, this is to everyone. You've been a fan since day one. Like I said, you've sat there, you've watched me live a...
No, to finish the anti-fan thought, I hate you, and I put out content that makes total fun of you. I put out content that teases you. It's a word that you've used before, so very manly. I'll read this one for the listeners. It's from Money Mike. Nothing to work with would be a good name for an adult video starring Tyree. I agree completely. BizMob Undefeated is here. You know him better, of course, as Red Pill.
A extremely luxurious lifestyle for decades. You see me, spend and make millions of dollars. And it ain't about money. It's about who I am and the qualities I have. Hold on. Again, you could fuck up a one-card and it's about the wonderful person that I have always been, and the person that I've become. And I was always an amazing person. I think I'm the same person. I think I've definitely evolved, though. And
you've degraded. Your mind has gotten absolutely worse. The mind crumbling to dust thing that I went through a minute ago. Look, go back there and listen to that again.
Especially in how I handle things and deal with things. But like I said,
yeah,
I have different priorities than anybody else in the world.
Oh boy, different priorities than anybody else in the world. Boy, that's not bullshit. Money Mike says, I went in a Starbucks earlier and this guy was filming a pair of Nike shoes on the table. Oh Lord, I'm really hoping DZ comes by. I mean, I'm always hoping DZ comes by, but as most of you already know, DZ is the resident shoe expert, and he'll be able to break what those shoes are down to a fine point. It's amazing, really.
I'm not,
all right,
this isn't for everyone what I do. I'm not advising everyone to try to be like me or anything like that. I think I'm a role model of some sorts, but I don't try to be. It just comes naturally. But at the end of the day,
you're a negative role model. Go ahead.
like I said, I'm pretty simple, man. I'm pretty easily satisfied.
I'm a pretty simple man. Yeah, he's going to go on to say a lot of things to prove that. I mean, not that there's anything new about that, but Lordy B.
I'm enjoying myself, man. To be honest, I'm just enjoying what I'm doing thoroughly. That's what I try to do. I try to do what I enjoy. I felt like I got a good quota of videos today, and I think I've been doing pretty well with that as far as gauging like the amount of videos I want to put out. Thinking of trying to increase my output a little bit. It's just hard with some of the things I'm going through, which
increase your worthless output. Yeah, just what we need, 30 more useless shorts a day. And he's really been doing an above average job of embarrassing himself with these shorts lately.
Just kind of are things happening by chance right now. Just a lot of it just has to do with because I'm always moving, like I said, anybody who can donate and help me out.
You're always moving because if you're not always moving, you're loitering. That's what you're up to all day long, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from down under, one of our favorite Australians here on Negative 43 TV. It's Stu, and Money Mike supplies another read it for the listeners. Tyree is bipolar, meaning he likes a pole in both holes.
Really helped me out. I had just gotten this one new pair of shoes, and they're still causing me issues, so I'm not really even using those. And then I have to alternate between the Gucci's I'm wearing, which are like over $1,000, by the way, and I have to alternate between these. And then I got the other ones. They're like my Batman boots, but they're all ripped up basically. I mean,
like every damn thing else you own. I'm shocked, ladies and gentlemen. Banana Bear Jubez is here right now. Say hi.
I can wear them, but they're pretty worn out. You know what I mean? At least on the sides, I don't know what kind of material it is, but it's just.
Yeah, Mike, when he started dressing as Batman, that was it. That was the end. His whatever tenuous connections he may have had to reality severed at that moment, and there's no repair.
It's from wear and tear, it's torn up. But
red pill, yes.
Yeah, and then the other pair that I had just gotten recently, yes. I mean, those just messed me up right away. So again, I don't know what it is with I don't know what it is with my left foot, man. It's weird. I'm like, it keeps touching the top of the shoe. I never had this problem before.
Okay, right now, pay attention to your left foot, assuming that you're wearing shoes. Is the top of your foot hitting the top of your shoe? Of course it is. As long as it's not doing it too tightly, that's a sign that your shoes fit. Your problem is that you buy shoes at least 3 sizes too big, because I believe you heard somewhere that big shoe sizes equal big dicks. It's not true, of course. You are a big dick, but not in the way you want people to believe.
I don't know where this came from.
You are one. You don't have one. There, I got it right that time.
And it's just something I haven't been able to get away from for a while now. And it's just kind of odd. It's weird. I don't know. Like all the shoes I'm buying, I guess maybe because I'm getting them cheap, and where I'm getting them from, maybe they're just not made well. I don't know, bro, but it's weird. Like that left foot, it's like every time that I'm trying to move, it'd be touching the top of the shoe. I mean, even in these, it does it a little bit, I think, but these are like slip-ons. I mean, it's not going to get.
Yeah, what he's talking about, he's describing a shoe that's too fucking big.
Get any more real comfortable than these, I don't think. So I don't know what's up with that. And there's not much I can do about it right now. But like I said, hopefully people will start to listen and hopefully donate, and then that'll help me to hopefully get like a more normal pair of shoes, which is what I need. I need like some $100-$200 like Jordans is what I really need. I need something.
But you just said the Gucci's cost over $1,000. But
comfortable, that's got some air in it. you know, like
You mean to tell me you were lying? No.
Air Jordans, stuff like that, something that's real comfortable and, you
They
know, brand
did.
new, you know, that way you know, nobody else is worn.
They did cast him out, and later on in this particular live stream, he's going to bitch about needing a new computer. Well, gee, you might not need that if you just had the guts to go get your laptop, but you didn't, which is probably just as well. You have to assume it was trashed like everything else in his life.
Them or anything. That might be an issue too. I don't know, but you know, I do a lot of movement. I do a lot. I don't know if it has to do with that too. That I do a lot of walking, probably more so than most human beings.
You do a lot of walking, yet your legs are still toothpicks. You know why? Your muscles at this point, your body is cannibalizing your muscles just for something to live on. You're starving to death. This intermittent fasting that you're talking about is probably 3 or 4 days at a stretch. You are starving to death, and we're here for it.
And I don't really have an issue with it. You know what I mean? And then I do, you know, the bike riding as well. Like I said, I do a lot of exercise. I'm constantly exercising. You know, like I said, we're just not in the same lane. All you regular civilians, especially YouTubers.
All right, everybody, stand up and cheer. She's been sick for a very long time. Looks like she's better. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Shamrock here right now. Please say hi.
Out there, you need to understand I'm a whole lot stronger.
You are feeling better, I hope. Man, that bad run there.
Than you, okay? It doesn't matter who it is, especially at this point in the game. I mean, this is what I do. I literally teach fitness and strength training for a living. Well, I'd like to do it for a living. You know what I mean? I do what I do on here for a living, but I'd like to actually teach fitness and 52 blocks, the self-defense system. And
you're welcome, Shammy. I'm just tickled that you're here.
Martial arts and tutor basketball.
I mean, I'm tickled that everybody's here, but I'm really tickled that you're here.
Is what I'd like to do to make a living, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's just hard to get that environment set up. So, you know, I mean, whatever, you know, God wants for me, I believe that he will create in time, you know, so I got to be patient with that. And patient with a lot of
fantastic. Now, hopefully it'll be a few years before anything like that happens to you again.
Things, you know, I'm happy I heard from Christina today. I love her more than anything. I'm just glad to hear that she's, you know, as okay as can be right now. She's my number one priority. She's always going to be my number one priority, and I just care about her more than anything. I truly love Christina. So,
yeah, yeah, you're right, Mike. But if any of you have seen like his videos where he goes to a buffet, everything on the plate's half eaten, and you just get the feeling that he probably didn't eat anymore. He needs all the food he can cram down his gullet.
Other than that, I mean, she's the only thing that really matters to me, to be honest. You know, I mean, I try to be, I'm passionate about this Batman stuff, you know what I mean? But Christina comes first.
Here's a read one for the listeners. If ever I did see Banana Bear Juviz says, I'm going to send him a nice picture of my dog eating a steak dinner tomorrow evening. Oh, yeah, that's going to sit really well. COVID. Yeah, COVID is not a joke, and it is still out there. But yeah, hit some people harder than others, and I have never talked shit about the disease. Oh, no, I'm not in a position to talk shit about the disease. I'm in its wheelhouse for bad outcomes.
Every single time. But I don't know. I'm just proud of myself. I'm happy with
I love that.
How far I've come with the strength, with my research, and just kind of combining efforts and combining both of those.
Money Mike is opening the joke book for us this evening. He says, speaking of basketball, what do you call Tyree servicing two guys at once? Double dribble. I read that, of course, for the listeners. If you're watching this, yeah, well, anyway.
Those aspects, I think, has helped me a lot. I'm noticing it in my body, man. You know, I had readings tell me this ahead of time, and I even talked about it on here. You can see I prove all the readings true, but I don't have any intention of doing so. It just doesn't naturally, you know, I'm not really worried about it, but it's kind of cool. But at the end of the day,
Lead supervisor at an Amazon warehouse. Sounds like your son's doing well.
it said that I was going to notice some changes, in my body in this season and era, and I definitely am. I'm looking at the videos and I'm starting to.
All right, everybody. Lobster's here, and he's been here for some time, but he's been listening in the car. Ooh, man, the rush.
Really see it. I'm really starting to get that Batman body, like that Batman physique. As impossible as it is to achieve.
Speaking of body and physique, I am happy to report to you right now that I am wearing a long-sleeved medium shirt, and I have room in it, which is to say, a medium shirt fits me. I'm wearing a brand new pair of jeans, too. They're 31s. Yeah. Do I look skinny? Oh, hell no, buddy. I got shit all over you, and I'm almost twice your age. Suck on that, asshole.
I'm definitely.
And the inertia pull-ups record will be mine.
Definitely there already, and if you can't see it, you just need to look a little harder, you know what I mean? Because it just has to do with, how I look. That's why. But I'm extremely ripped. I'm really, really in amazing shape. My physique is out of this world.
Really? Let's go through this. Again, you have no muscle development in your legs because you consume no protein at all. You have no muscle definition whatsoever. Well, maybe a little bit in your arms that you work on constantly. And while you're building your arms and your shoulders, which aren't nearly as big as they should be, because again, your body is consuming your muscles to survive. Every exercise you do is actually bad for you, because it would seem to me the last thing that you would want to do with a congenital defect like a hunchback is make it more muscular. But hey, there you go.
Which wasn't really my concern ever. That just comes naturally. I really don't care about none of that stuff. All that stuff is like minute details to me that don't matter. I'm doing this for the strength.
The more you get into this life, the more you learn that the minute details, they matter. Sometimes they matter tons. Sometimes that's the thing that gets overlooked that makes really bad things happen.
Level. I want to get the strength level up. I try to challenge myself as much as possible. And of course, it's hard with what I go through physically as far as like my breathing and stuff. That's kind of what, slows me down a little bit, especially when I'm doing the training because, trying to get wind and air.
You're out of shape. All right. You're just plain out of shape. Just grasp it, deal with it. But meanwhile, breathing problems, you seem to be stirring up a mighty wind right now. So I think your breathing problems are probably more related to the fact that you're just out of shape and athletic pursuits just don't get along with you.
And it's something that I'm trying to work on. It's just hard. Like I said, what I went through, it's practically impossible, but I'm doing the best I can. But yeah, I'm pretty proud, man. I'm extremely proud of myself for everything I've accomplished. And
ladies and gentlemen, it's International Stanley. We know him much better in Sneedville here as Nick. He's saying, y'all hating on the readings, dog? Yeah, for real. And John Cole gives us a read it for the listeners as well. I'm in amazing shape for a man made out of brittle toothpicks. Negative 43 TV, 18 minutes after the hour, almost anywhere you are.
And everything I set out to do. Like I said, it's all real, man. It's all happening. You know what I mean? And that quote that Ra's al Ghul says is really the truth, man. He says, if you devote yourself to an ideal and they can't stop you, then you become something more, Mr. Wayne.
Fictional character. And oh yeah, did I say that's a fictional character?
He's like, that is, he says, legend. And that really is what I've become. I've always been a living legend. People know that on here, especially they listen to me. But this Batman thing is definitely legendary. Everything about it, everything about what I've done and what I've accomplished is legendary. And my reputation precedes me. You know, like I said, I only see it growing as time goes on. You know, and you know, the more people find out about me and about what I've done and what I'm doing, you know, the bigger the legend will become. Um, and the more legendary, I guess, you know, because of word of mouth, of course. But um, like I said, the goal is to take this to different cities and states, take this all over the nation, hopefully take this all over the world.
Yeah, that's never gonna fucking happen, and you know that. Let's get a sponsor in here. This portion of our show is brought to you by Chronic Losing. Be a bigger piece of shit than ever with Chronic Losing. Try it today.
But to do it on a level where I have the resources and the budget to
Or
do the real
don't.
thing. So, like I said, right now, it's the way I look at it is, you know, God trying to sculpt me and mold me into the Batman that He created.
Oh yeah, a few minutes ago when I was talking about your distended belly, how could I ever forget your sunken chest?
And you know, then He's going to use me and utilize me for like the actual missions and what needs to be done and what, you know, what God's work and God's will is. Um, which is always positive and good, you know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, it's going to be real mission time at some point. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's all been real. It's all been fun. It's been an experience, you know. But this is still as real as it's been. You know, it's
I would actually agree with that, Skip. I would actually agree with that if God is real, and I happen to believe so. He's being forsaken in just about every imaginable way.
a lot of this on the side is still training, and everything I try to look at still is training because it's all to go into, you know, really into different cities and states. You know, this is trying to get prepared for New York, which I continue to see online that New York is pretty crazy and has a lot going on, you know, a lot of crazy people, a lot of crazy activity. I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it doesn't really scare
Yeah,
me, to be
yeah,
honest. I just
I think
really don't
so.
feel like it does. And
I definitely think so, Skip. And do you know what? We've been here 47 minutes and it has not occurred yet. I'll bet y'all know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to the upper right hand corner of your screen? Yes, indeed. It's the Pit Boss, and it is time for Smoke 'em If You Got 'em right here on Negative 43 TV, 22 minutes after the hour. I'm Richbartone.
you know, when I do get scared, you know, I'll be turning to God, and I'll continue to face my fears like I have my entire life. Um, but I look at it more as a challenge,
Face your
to be
fears.
honest. I think I really have the
So that's what's going on when you're on all those buses. You're facing your fears. Got it.
Batman mentality, and like I said, it's something that just can't really be taught. I think you either are this or you ain't. And that's why, like I said, I just live differently than all of you. I'm in a different lane and I'm very spiritual and I'm just focused on becoming the best
Oh,
man and best Batman.
Banana Bear Jubas gives me my latest. Read it for the listeners. Jew York, homeless people, hookers, and crackheads. Remember, Skip's Jewish. Love it.
That I can
Ah,
be and become. Um, I'm really wanting to push the strength a lot farther, believe it or not, as impressive as what I've accomplished, you know, is especially probably to the public, you know, that's never seen anything like this. But those inertia pull-ups, I set the world record of 340 the other day, which is absolutely incredible in one set.
Inertia pull-ups. That's what he's calling the little twitch ups thing now. And he really is getting very Charlie Zelenoff with this whole thing. Why? He's up to 340 imaginary twitch ups. The way you get big is to not move. Damn it, I wish I knew that.
Um, I mean, it's incredible, man.
I mean, really,
It's
you know?
absolutely crazy.
Just think of all the effort I would save. I wouldn't have to spend 2 hours in the gym, sometimes 3 hours, 6 days a week to get where I'm going.
I'm pretty proud of that. Proud of everything I've done, you know. But the point is, I'm barely getting started.
And those time numbers, does that mean big dedication? No, it really means I don't have anything else to do.
I'm looking to push it a lot farther. I even have kind of a little new direction I'm trying to figure out how to do on the bars with the exercises that should help my biceps and stuff. When I'm carrying stuff.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. And considering some of the people I've seen on Greyhounds, oh man.
A lot of it is pretty heavy, so I've been working on my forearms with that because I'll literally just carry it like in the same position with one arm, and I'll carry it for like a long time.
Yeah.
So I try to push the limits on that. I'm trying to.
Yeah, we must always remember, what was it, 3 summers ago in Austin? He's wearing a full suit in 108-degree weather, walking around streaming while holding a laptop in front of him for about an hour and a half. I don't want to use the word impressive here, if you know what I mean, but he's got some strength in his arms. I begrudgingly admit that.
Just honestly push the limits of my muscles and my body to a whole different extent. And I think that's the secret to unlocking all this.
So I have to ask you, was that a good memory with a lot of stories, or was it the worst 3 days of your life?
For me. And I mean, you know, people want to be like me, I'm sure, but this is not something you can really imitate because it's a matter of sheer willpower, and it's what I have and what most of you probably don't have, at least not to my level. And it's what most people are lacking, especially narcs or narcissists. They lack willpower. I have tons of willpower. It's like limitless. So that's what I pull out of me, and that's all you really need for a superhero, man. You need a lot of willpower, grit, and determination, and perseverance, and you know, education and intelligence.
Yeah, it's kind of a subgenre here on YouTube.
Genius and somebody who does things.
A lot of rail riding videos as well. You know, the whole hobo hookup thing.
Hold on.
Hookup isn't catching a train. Hookup isn't catching a train.
Manner, like I do. That's all you really need. You know. I'm not Superman. I can't fly. You know, I don't do the whole eyes thing turning red. You know, but I do what I can. You know, and I think that's, you know, the point of being Batman. You are still a man, and I think that's the significance of it, and makes it very beautiful and very amazing and interesting. You know, men are brave, right? You're not brave. Men are brave.
This kind of sounds sort of projecty.
So, you know, I'm looking to that's what I'm looking for in the future. I'm looking to push the strength limits and thresholds a lot farther. Actually, I'm not.
All right, everybody, Sticky TT6 is here. If you look at the upper right-hand corner of your screen, Sticky, you're going to see it. We are in the middle of a smoke 'em if you got 'em. And I must say, if there's a Scooter's Coffee anywhere near you, you should go. I'm on sugar-free everything. They have like the largest selection of sugar-free syrups probably in the entire industry as far as national chains go. Not a sponsor. Really good place,
though. Not anywhere near satisfied. Believe it or not, I actually want to push it a whole lot farther. And I want to get where I'm doing 100 pull-ups full extension.
100 pull-ups full extension. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Ladies and gentlemen, our resident shoe expert is here. DZ1119. Sir, have you seen his latest Air Jordans, and what can you tell us about them? He'll be able to tell you a bit, I'll bet.
That's my goal as of right now. I truly believe and know that I can do it. I can do anything. You know, and I think anyone can do anything if they put their mind to it. You know what I mean? But
yeah, Sticky, I saw that and I was honored. I really am. The way it goes here in Sneedville is anybody can use anybody's material, recut it any way you want it. It's all open source as far as we go here in Sneedville. And I saw it after the fact. And I want to tell you, I really appreciated that. It makes the work worth it. And some of this actually can be work. Thank you again.
Like I said, that's what all this has been about. You know, if people want to act like I just do things, I mean, I have a methodology. There's a method to my madness. I have a methodology behind everything that I do. I don't need a plan or a layout. That's what people don't get. I don't need a blueprint.
You don't have a plan. No, I'm just, man, I'm almost speechless. And if you know Richbartone, you know that's kind of a hard thing to do. But man, anyway, DZ comes through with the answers. It's worth reading it for the listeners. Keep them in on the conversation. Mr. Baritone, I have seen little Joseph's new Air Jordans. They are what we in the hobby refer to as a Team Jordan shoe. These are not collectible or worth mention, any of them. And he goes on to say, and there's at least a decade, they're at least a decade old, his Team Jordans. And we call them Team Jordans because they are not shoes Michael Jordan actually wore or played in. They only have the branding. And we'll close out with also little Joseph's new Air Jordans are old, worthless, and have a ton of mileage on them. Of course they do.
Because God creates my blueprint. He creates, this is all divinely orchestrated. He creates the thoughts and the thought realm and the steps along the way. And I just
indeed, Sheriff Hale Sartod.
Am guided, and I know where I'm headed. I know where I'm going. I've been knowing this entire time. I don't ever know exactly how I'm going to get there, but I do know that God.
Yeah, I saw you use the logo in the thumbnail. I can't tell you how much I love that.
Will show me the way,
and
you are he's steering me, in the right direction, and he's taking me down this path. You feel me? That's the way I look at it. So it's like I don't worry about. That's what people think. They think you got to have a blueprint and a plan, and you got to have notes, and you got to write all this stuff down. I do everything divinely. It's we're all vessels, man, and we're used, by spirits, ancestors, and by God. Hopefully, if you allow it, and you're a good, righteous person, a lot of you got that demon problem going on. I don't have that.
Again, I have to repeat this to you again. There is no righteous man. No, not one.
That problem, never have, never will. The spirit with me is the antithesis to all evil, and it's the most powerful spirit ever in creation.
Please welcome to the show Lindsay on this beautiful Thursday evening on Negative 43 TV, 32 minutes after the hour.
And I know exactly who I am, you know what I mean? So, like I said, that's how I've been able to do all these things, man. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's amazing. But I just enjoy the experience, man. I'm just enjoying life. Just trying to make the most out of the experience, to be honest. I don't really have to make the most of it. It makes the most out of it itself for me. It's kind of what's happening. Hold on.
What? I'd ask if you understood that, but I'll bet you didn't either. That was certainly lost on me.
How do I put this?
I don't know. How do you put it?
I'm looking to increase the strength threshold a whole lot more. If I have it my way, I'm barely getting started, and I think we're in very good shape because it's ridiculous, man. I'm getting ridiculous, But I want to push it a lot farther, and that's basically what I'm learning from my research. Is the more that you actually learn to push yourself, your body has no choice but to grow. And I think that applies to emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically.
Again, that is not necessarily true. What kind of exercises are you doing, and what is your protein intake?
I think that applies to everything, but that's kind of what I'm going for. And I just want to.
But again, I cannot point out enough that all Tyree does is work on his arms. That's it. Doesn't do anything else. His arms and his shoulders and that hunchback that's turning into like a tree trunk between his shoulder blades. That's gotta hurt. We're here for it.
I try to push myself to another limit and another level now. I'm already doing the lifts pretty much on command. I try to be safe about that, because there's nobody around me, and I'm picking my whole body up vertically in the air, and I do understand what can happen.
The lifts are where you probably know this by now, where he tries to do a handstand on parallel bars, and he even fucks that up because he never straightens his legs out at one point during that whole thing.
With that,
it's sort of a useless exercise for for him, but it's an exercise which he just figured out has a very, very high probability of injury.
So I try to, that's why I haven't been doing it so often lately. But if anything, I'm trying to get like the dip limit up and do a lot more of those. I'm probably going to honestly start like probably doing at least over 100 dips a day. When I'm training, at least, I'd like to definitely do that, and then try to do sets of them and see how many I can do in a set. That might be what it's about next, is like reps,
You
a
mean
lot of reps.
it hasn't been about reps up till now? Oh, God.
Get back to a lot of full extension too. But the inertia training as well, but different components of it.
There is no such thing as inertia training. There isn't.
There's just different things I want to do. There's a little different angle I want to use to approach it that I kind of used to try to do. And like I said, it still is hard because they don't actually have everything I need out there. And I used to work out at that park next to the zoo, man. They used to have the bars where they're low, so I could pick my whole body up, but it was like from the bottom, like the bars are super low. And that to me was the coolest thing ever, like that, because I mean that's difficult, and it's a little scarier, but that's like the real cool thing to me. But
I'll give you difficult. Both of my shoulders are arthritic AF, as you kids would say. Got a lot to do with why I work with just resistance bands. A lot to do with it. I did 6 push-ups the other day. It's a miracle that I can do 6 push-ups with my shoulders. And by the time I touch nose on the 6th one, the shoulders are whispering in my ear, fucking try it again. Fucking try it again.
I need somebody to like spot me if I'm going to do all that.
Total revolt.
You know what I mean? That I trust. And since I don't trust none of you, right, and I don't really hang out with nobody, I don't really deal with people, man. I stay away from everybody. I just do my own thing, man. Like I said, I'm on a spiritual journey with God. I went through too much in my life. I've kind of resigned from everybody. I just get the hell away from everyone. It's just not my thing. I'll enjoy socializing with certain people, and that's it.
Who are you socializing with? Who's the last person that you socialized with? Saying hello to somebody, maybe talking for a minute or two. If that's socializing, your life is even sadder than I thought. Take one more big hit, everybody, because if you look up there in the corner, it is time to end. Smoke them if you got them for right now, but don't worry. There will be more fun, I promise. Negative 43 TV, 37 minutes after the hour.
Grown man. And that's why I just don't have time. That's why for me, it is just absolutely crazy when people are talking to me anyway, because it's like, dude, I go out my way to not talk to y'all, to just mind my business.
Oh, I got a little bit behind on the comments while I was ranting. Let me catch up.
Business to be left alone. So it's just inexcusable, and I'm not going to put up with it. It would make sense if I was someone who's like really in the public and socializing, but I'm just not. I have no reason to, no, I'm waiting on my girlfriend, Christina. She's all I really talk to. I just don't deal with people.
Yeah.
I don't really want to.
One of the biggest mistakes he ever made, if he just made the 9 months, from what I understand, they would have given him 80% of the money, 20% being fair for clothing, room, board. Not a bad outcome for someone that has nothing. He's got to fuck that up, though.
You know what I mean? I'm very to myself, and I think I'm definitely about to be able to come out of my shell a little bit, so to speak. But it's more, when we have resources and a budget, and I'm able to move around and do what I
yeah, Lindsay, it's nuts. It really is, and that's exactly what's going on. Well put.
Need to do. So outside of that.
You be careful getting to Walmart there, Sheriff. And nowadays, be careful when you're actually in the store. We will see you next time.
I definitely want to try to go to the island when I get a chance, somehow, when I can. Other than that, this is what it is, man. Other than that, like I said, as far as people on YouTube, Nah, bro. Like I said, I mean, people make up their mind, man. I'm all about compassion and all that, and giving people so many chances. But like, once you're some way and you keep that repetitively going, and
Yeah.
once you cross a certain
You've worn Vans for 40 years. That's some serious brand loyalty there, Lindsay.
line, I'm done talking to you. I'm done dealing with you. I just don't acknowledge you at all, and it's that simple. And that's it. Like people like that, they just don't exist to me. I'm gonna be honest.
Yep,
You know what I mean? And it'll never change because
he did. I'm a little late to the comment, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what he said.
there's no point in dealing with people who play games. I'm not that dude, man.
And I'm caught
I
up.
deal with real people. I do real things, and I live a very serious life. So I definitely don't have time for jokers. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm Batman. So it's kind of common sense, right? Yeah. So it's like at the end of the day,
I don't have time for jokers. That's why I'm Batman. Little things like that keep me going relative to Sneedville.
how do I put it? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do, man. Like trying to
How do I put it? Oh,
push through everything. Like I said, I just be having some little problems of different stuff I go through. I wouldn't say it's necessarily little. Some of it's pretty serious, but
you mean like the untreated diabetes? I am not joking here. Again, trying to avoid diabetes is currently my own fight as well.
some of it's like right now,
Some things you just don't joke about.
like just allergies, stuff like that. But I think it'll all, I try to look at everything as like a challenge to try to overcome the best I can. You know what I mean? But other than that, just focus, man. Like I said, I'm just learning life. I'm a star seed. I'm learning life all over again.
You're a star seed, so you're spunk, right? That's how I'm going to choose to look at it. Right now, I am wearing gray shacks, slip-on sorts. Very nice.
I've been through a lot, had a lot happen to me. I went through a lot physically.
I highly respect Shaquille O'Neal for the shoes because he wanted kids to be able to buy his shoes, and he wanted them to be affordable, and they still are. Left millions and millions of dollars on the table to do it.
Just learning, man. It's just crazy how I'll tell you one thing. God has really shown the light and the way to learn a whole lot that these regular people, civilians, would never learn. I know so much more now than I did, decades ago, years ago. I wouldn't trade this experience.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I've been buying Shaq sneakers ever since they came out. I have a pair of white low cuts under my bed.
For anything still, even as hard as it's been, and there's been a lot of negatives. I mean, it's taught me a lot, dude, a whole lot.
Indeed, Skip. Yeah, I remember a time where shoes were considered durable goods. We used to get our shoes repaired all the time, heels and whatnot.
And it's taught me a lot of knowledge that's really applicable and, in my life and really going to help me.
And
so it's like
15 years ago, I had a pair of Adidas flip-flops that were like paper thin, the most comfortable flip-flops I've ever worn. And they never began to, shall I say, smell. It's kind of rare, at least for me.
I mean, I'm learning how to really do things a certain way.
And one day the thong pulled out of the right flip-flop and I was just crushed.
And it's starting to really work. You're seeing the results. Like I said, I could see my body on camera. I see the difference. I see the change. And that's my whole deal. You talk about a gym, man. I mean, gym heads, they just go to the gym. They eat everything in sight. They don't know anything about this method of what I'm preaching and practicing.
Yeah, because you can't build muscle and starve to death. I am not a bodybuilder. I'm not a bodybuilder, but I know what he's talking about. It's insane the amount of food these guys eat, but then most of them work out twice a day and burn, what's the word I'm looking for? Obscene amounts of calories.
They don't know, and I haven't really preached it because game is to be sold, not told, but it's not for free. It really isn't. But I do spread knowledge, but we're just different, man. I'm on a different tangent. You know, like I said, if you put me in a gym right now, I mean, I'd be absolutely
Wait a minute.
ridiculous. I'm just being honest. I mean, I'd be on a whole nother level like I am already, but I mean, in the gym, and people would probably be looking at me like I'm superhuman. Like, what the hell? Because I'm on a different tangent now. I was always extremely
They would look at you because you're built like a question mark and you do look like an alien.
strong, always excelled. Like I said, I mean, any gym you put me in, if it was a competition, I'd win, 9 times out of
Every day that goes by, your neck gets more horizontally oriented.
10, if not 10 times out of 10. But, I usually would get where I was doing the whole rack on everything. But that's the thing. I want to be limitless. That's why I like this bar work, because it's different. And I feel like you can really push your limits a lot more. It's a different kind of training, and it builds muscle down to the bone. That's the difference. The gym doesn't do that. It just builds the muscle on top, basically. That's what y'all don't know. There's a reason why I train this way. You understand? And this is something that I always thought about too back in the past, like.
Yeah, you do actually. I mean, to a genuinely insane amount. We're talking about some bodybuilders staying in the gym 6 hours a day. Yeah, sometimes more, sometimes less. But you have to work out like an absolute dog to put that massive amount of calories to work as muscle. But yeah, they're all into it. As much protein as possible. Trying to get 180 grams of protein a day. That's a lot of shit right there.
Like which way I wanted to train, if I was ever going to get into the boxing within leagues or anything like that. Not really worried about that, because all that's fake in the first place. But we'll cross that road when we get there, in that bridge, But like I said, I see all the people on YouTube, just like all the people out here in reality. I mean, you're all stuck in the same boat. Most of you are in the same position. There's a couple of people I talk to that are cool people, that they're excelling and they're doing well, and I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? I mean,
Red Screen's here. Welcome him a little more warmly than usual. Shamrock got better, and now it's Red Screen. We're there with you, bud. Trust.
I have my own problems. I mean, I'm still, trying to figure everything out, and the struggle has definitely been real. I'm not going to sit here and act like it hasn't been, but I'm figuring it out.
I had a pair of Brooks literally 45 years ago when I worked at Herman's World of Sporting Goods. They were blue with the orange Brooks stripe. They were okay.
One day at a time, and I'm just taking small steps, and that's what the reading told me to do.
Well, you make sure you get your rest, get your fluids, and get plenty of negative 43 TV in your system as well. Hopefully that'll be a distraction for you. Sometimes when you're sick, you just need anything else to think about.
Too. So, it told me there's no rush. So at the end of the day.
So am I, DZ. It appears they had COVID. Both Shamrock and that guy had COVID. Fuck. Red Screen reports he's feeling better than last night. Good deal. I don't like it when my friends are sick,
I'm just mainly focused on the strength. I'm mainly focused on the movements and the speed, as you can see. The speed is out of this world, man. Like I said, there's nobody with hands like me. There's nobody moving anywhere close to the speed that I'm moving at. I mean, and these are just actual facts. And, that's my...
Yeah, I saw his latest Thunder Jab video where he gets that right fist pumping just like a piston, standing there with his legs spread. Like, well, you just keep on doing that. I'm going to kick your balls out through your throat.
Whole issue with the YouTube thing, man.
It's not about fighting fair. It's about ending it.
It's like, I don't do this pretend talking, bro. Like, I've done my thing all across the nation, bro. Like, I could understand if I was someone and people were talking from a real place and I was someone who didn't make a name, but like, I did my thing everywhere, bro.
Okay, whatever you say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome King Blazy, Gold God and Silver Stacker.
Like, for real. Like all the real stuff happens off camera, so it's like, I'm not these other dudes, man. You can't pull that fake stuff with me and that fake talk. You feel me? Because I've really accomplished all these real things. Like I said, I did bar security for like 6 years, bro, and basically was never touched.
You checked IDs at the door. You would never be put in a position of security because you just look at you. They're not going to put you on the front door any fucking where. Let me put this wispy little fuck on the front door so that it'll guarantee something's going to happen, because not only is he scrawny and unskilled, he's got a big mouth. Yeah, you checked IDs a couple of times. You were bar back, your dishwasher, you're taking the trash out the back door to the dumpster. You're pretty way down there. Yes, you are.
Never had a problem I couldn't deal with.
Oh, fuck you.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's like, I mean, 52 blocks is a lifestyle in the first place. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to teach. That's what I'm going to be introducing if I go into boxing or whatever. MMA, UFC, I still think it's corny. I just think it's all corny.
Why do you think it's all corny? Okay, I know I've got a lot of UFC fans in here. I've never been a fan of UFC. I just haven't. Boxing's about my limit. It just does not agree with me. It just doesn't. It's Christians and lion shit.
Yeah, I think that MMA and UFC.
That's not to say you're wrong for enjoying it or even loving it. That's why we have many different things to watch.
It takes away from the sport of martial arts. I think that you all try to turn it into the same thing, that you think you're tough and that it's about being tough, and none of martial arts or anything like.
Another legend arrives to join a chat pool of legends. There we go. Populist uprisings here.
That even if it's hand to hand, none of it has to do with being tough. I mean, the tough stuff you're supposed to just already have there. That's what y'all don't get. I mean, that's why, like, when I got dudes who don't know anything about martial arts and have never even been in anything ever at any point, I don't have time to deal with you, man, because it's embarrassing. Like, that's what you gotta understand. Like, I'm literally like better than.
Oh, you'll get all kinds of theories as to why that's true.
Any professional.
And I'm thinking maybe that it is actually
a martial arts coach. I mean, I'm the best martial artist in the world. This is not fake. It's not something I just claim. I'm certified what I am. I don't need a degree. I don't need a certificate.
You're certified what you are. Oh, you're certified. All right. You've been certified for at least 30 years.
Certificate. I don't need a belt. I don't need.
Think about that now. He's been certified since what, age 3, age 5, somewhere in there back in the good old catatonic days.
Classes. I don't need anyone to tell me. I know what I am, and I'm self-taught. That's the craziest part. And like, I can teach myself any of that stuff. Wing Chun, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all of that, and I'll probably do some research into it and look into it.
Yeah, I can just see some guy holding him by the back of his head, just rubbing his face back and forth against the cage, just kind of like you're shredding cheese.
It's all pretty unnecessary for me, if you want to be honest, because all those moves and stuff, especially when you talk about ground game, yeah, that stuff works with inexperienced people who've never been in anything. You have to understand, man, I've been doing this since I was yay high, bro.
But you won't play hockey because you might get in a fight. Yeah, forget the fact that you can't skate. Never will.
You understand? I've been in tons of real stuff. I've been in more real stuff than anyone that I'm going to see in the street. That's the truth.
Those things on your face, those are wrinkles. They're not scars. Come on now. The only dick you're yanking around here is yours. What's new? Anyway.
I'm the one who invented all of this. Like, if we call it martial arts to make it sound cute on here, we know what it's really called. I invented it. Me. Nobody else. That's why I get so frustrated. That's why I can't really watch TV, because it's like, bro, I invented this. I started all of this. I am the beginning of all of it. Seriously. So it's like, why do you think I'm so good at it? Why do you think, if you look...
I know nothing about the martial arts, but one opinion that I've always had is, yeah, you need coaching, you need dedication, you need lots and lots and lots of training, specific training. Yeah, it's about knowledge that you don't have, and therefore it's about learning.
Look at my motion and my movements,
which he can't do. He's incapable of it.
There's no comparison, bro. Bruce Lee is not even coming close, bro. None of them. Canelo, he's a joke. Like, I'm just not impressed. And it's just crazy because, you know, that's what's frustrating is it's like, I'm not going to allow myself to be frustrated over something that, you know, I don't really care if I prove because I've already proven it.
You don't care if you prove it because you've already proven it, which means you haven't, of course, proven anything whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. Got to read it for the listeners from Blue. Joey is the alpha and the osmegma.
Just prove it on camera. There's your evidence. There's your proof. The end. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm going to be able to prove something that I can't because, like I said, y'all ain't going to give me the opportunity.
Indeed, Blazy. Look at your upper right-hand corner. That is Christina, and she's with at least 2 different guys. 3, I believe. It's Bud.
You see what I'm saying?
What you going to do, Joey? Huh? What you going to do?
And I don't really care about the opportunity because it's not a real opportunity because I understand how the actual world works. Like I said, I don't dismiss reality to make myself feel comfortable. I bring reality, and it makes other people, you know, uncomfortable, you know, with the fact that they can't deal with reality.
You make people uncomfortable. Look at you. My God, look at you. You would make normal people uncomfortable.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I said, the people on YouTube, I mean, you got dudes on here who wanted to box. They ain't boxing. They wanted to do this. They wanted to whatever. They wanted to have this career. They wanted to be a truck driver. All of the things they give up on.
Being a truck driver, my last job, the last 12 years of my career were spent at a freight company, a very good paying freight company. The guys that had the coast-to-coast runs were, when I left 7 years ago, they were making about $150,000 a year, approaching 2.
That's why my high school basketball coach, I went to 4 different high schools, 2 in Texas, 2 in Florida. One of them told me in Florida,
truck drivers making $100,000 for that particular company was actually pretty common. Of course, it depends on how long you want to stay out, too.
He said, I can't let you quit this team because if you quit this team, you'll quit everything after. You'll quit your wife. You'll quit your marriage. You'll quit your relationship. I don't know if that was a...
This one's worth reading for the listeners. It really is. This is from Red Pill. Actually, Christina called me to pick her up because unlike Joey, I have a vehicle.
Personal thing maybe he went through, but he sure was adamant about that, and I'm glad he said that and did that. You know, not that I was going to quit necessarily, but I just like the mentality, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's very applicable, and I just think it's very necessary, to be honest. You know what I mean? And it really is the truth because I look at other people and I see it like they don't have the willpower I have. And that's the thing y'all don't get. Y'all want to talk about money and you want to talk. I mean, I see y'all pulling up on YouTube. I mean, look at how you doing things. Look at how you moving. Look at how you living. I mean, quit worrying about other people, bro. You know, you trying to talk down.
What are you doing here? You're worried about other people. Follow your own advice. Damn, did I just say that?
On people, but none of y'all got your act together and none of y'all have anything. So, I mean, I'm not hearing what you talking about. I always have everything because God provides. It's not a one-time thing. Like I said, not only do I always have everything, but I compete with the best and I win in everything. You know what I mean? That's what life about. Like I said, that's why people always want to, you know, they wish they could pocket watch me. They jealous and envious of me. They want to keep an eye on me and secretly try to compete with me. It's like, you know, that stuff is corny and lame, man. I mean, can't none of y'all compete with me?
I'm not competing with you. Oh, God, no, I'm not competing with you. And I am typically a very modest man, but I'm leagues above you. Absolutely leagues above you. I have a newer car. Yes, I do. It's a 2017. I believe it's newer for me. I have a car. I have a place to live. Well, by golly, I'm in here Right now, I'm in this place of all my own. You have neither of those. You have nobody that loves you. All of your relationships with women go directly to shit. I have been married to the same woman for almost 45 years. I am superior to you in every way, shape, and form. I have more money than you do, and that's, for me to be able to say I have more money than anybody, that's really pretty pathetic, dude. You don't know.
Truth, you know, I mean, if you just look up to me and admire me, I guess that's one thing, but y'all can't compete, bro. It's just the truth, you know, so it's like, I don't know. It's
That's
just corny to me.
That's because he is, Blue. That's because he is. Red Pill says, Rich, I recently watched your Las Vegas video of Tyree, and he's the same way then as he is now. No happiness, no women, and miserable as fuck. Yeah, just 24-hour hatred. You know, you put out that kind of negativity, you're not going to get anything back but negativity. That's the karma that Bill Maher insists doesn't exist.
You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm a real coach for everything. Life.
I don't even know why I brought that up. I guess it's just the way he says it. Well, there's no karma doesn't exist, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, dude, speak for your fucking self.
Coach, spiritual coach, fitness coach, 52 blocks coach, basketball coach. Like, I can do anything I want to do, man. Like,
basketball coach, you're a seventh man on a rec team. You're the last man on the bench. And that's about it. In actual competition, that jump shot of yours, you're never getting that shit off. You're never getting it off. The ball does not go above your forehead. And you shoot line drives. It worked for Paul Arizin. Look it up, it'll be worth it, but it doesn't work for you.
Like I said, the opportunities are all there. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's been a drought as far as donations. I don't know what's up with that.
And Paul Arizin was one of the first stars of the NBA. He had a line drive shot because he learned basketball in the basement of a rec center, and the ceiling was low. So he literally shot line drives. When he would take a jump shot, and he made a bunch of them, they were never higher than a ball and a half above the rim, ever.
Man, I'm sore. I could feel it today. See, I was already pushing myself today. So, like I said, I mean.
And it's sports history on Negative 43 TV.
The results are there. Everything is there, man. I've like laid out the whole programming for everything I want to do. Like, I'm happy, I'm content. And I think this is the issue with a lot of people in the world and why they're envious and jealous and why they focus on other people, because you don't know how to push yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like me, I never have time. Like I could look at anyone in the world. I would never want to be you. I love being me. I love myself. I love who I am. I love the life that God gave me. I love who God made me.
Yeah,
all of it.
I agree. Jenny Benish is a sleeping dog that should be allowed to lie.
Absolutely love it.
As in, be asleep.
That's the truth. I love being me.
The lying part, of course, is always automatic, but that's another story for another time.
You know what I mean? And that's why, like, I just enjoy what I do. And I think people just see that and see me having a good time and enjoying myself being me. I think it just makes them feel some way. I think that's what all of it's always been about. And it makes sense. I don't really care, though. You know, but that's the world for you. You know? That's why, like I said, I don't really care, man. Like I said, I talk about this environment. I talk about how it really is. I talk about the reality. People got to put themselves in my position, in my shoes, man. You know, I'm not going to get on here and kiss up and be cute like y'all and sit here and feed you a bunch of fake nonsense. I'm going to tell you how it really is from my point of view. That's the thing. I'm not you. So that's why it's never been an issue. I've never cared if anybody, you know, didn't like what I had to say. Not that anybody really voices that, but I wouldn't care because, I mean, I'm not here for you to like what I have to say. In fact,
then why are you here? You're not here for you to like what I say. Again, you're here for your own self-aggrandizement. You're just barking into the wind. Nobody can hear you. If a hobo says something in a forest, does it make a sound? Think about that.
I've always been the radio show host that, you know, really didn't care, because that's the only way you're going to remember what I'm saying if it catches your attention. You know, so just like Bruce Wayne, he said, I can't do that as Bruce Wayne. He's something about apathy or something like that. Examples of apathy. Something he was saying on that plane when he was with Alfred, you know. But my whole point, man, is, like I said, I've built a whole empire out of this. I've built a business. The way I try to look at it, no matter how the company does things, you know, I look at everything like it's limitless. You know what I mean? Right now.
Well, then you're a fool. you look at everything like it's limitless, then you're a fucking fool. We all know that, though, and that's kind of why we're here. If you look at the bottom of your screen, yep, right there it is. It's the Super Chat Chiron. Right now we're sitting at $40.49 with 5 days left in the month. Earlier on this show, Eddie Guerrero gave me 10 euros. Thank you again so much for that. But it's going to come down to it again. And man, geez, I don't even like mentioning it, but we got to run this thing up his butt after all.
If you can't notice what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to really push myself with the content.
But for me to even remind you to the point that I have, it's just, I find it distasteful.
If possible, because
but
I'm not trying to push too hard, but I'm trying to get that check run up, man.
Okay.
That check is already around $60. I think it's around 58, like I told you.
Well, he absolutely isn't going to make it. Absolutely isn't going to make it.
I feel like I should be getting more money made than this because the views have been pretty crazy and out of this world as usual. I'm doing great, but it is what it is, man. You know, like I said, if we're almost like $60, that's only about 40 something more to go. Not
Brilliant.
That far off, man. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's so close to the end of the month. It's the 25th. As of now, it's going to be the 26th. So what's that? 26, 27, 28, 29. I don't know if there's 31 days in this month, maybe
Yes.
30, 31. That's a good almost a week, man, possibly. So I don't know, man. You know, there might be a chance, but it's going to be hard, bro. I don't know.
You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You're just not going to make it. You won't get paid again until June.
It's a lot of hard work. I don't know. So
June. You won't get paid until June.
got to see how I feel and what I feel like doing. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I don't know. But it would be nice. You know, the only thing I'm saying is if I could reach that $100 quota before the end of the month, because it would save me. It just helped me a lot, you know, to get ahead on things finally and get this other check run up quick enough. That way I can, you know, have that money coming in this next month.
Okay, everybody, get your supplies all lined up. It's almost smoke 'em if you got 'em time. We'll be here very, very soon. Negative 43 TV, 7 minutes after the hour.
Instead of the month after. That's the point. But I don't know. It could work out either way, basically. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm just staying in my lane doing me. This is what I do, man. This is a 24-hour job for me. I devote all my time and effort to this. I work on separate projects at separate times. And right now it's just all this Batman thing. It's all this project. And of course the basketball too, you know, but that's all, man. I just switch it up. You know, I divvy it up by days, what I want to do, how I feel. And that's about it.
No, that didn't make sense.
You know, I don't necessarily have to go so hard all the time. You know what I mean? I really need a break. I'm just, you know, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm worn out.
Populist Uprising, thank you so much for your super chat. We're that much closer. It doesn't take much.
You know, but I don't know. You know, we'll have to see how
Thank you so much, Populist.
I feel and what I want to do, you know, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Like I said, it's just, I'm just looking at the future, man. I'm looking into the future. It's like, I don't know. Once Christina finishes everything and she's okay, and
You're most welcome, Populist. What I did with this one is the same thing I do with a lot of things that I restream. I'm in the car and I'm listening to it and I start ripping on it just like I'm sitting here right now. So a lot of what you have heard tonight, I actually kind of sort of wrote it in my car this afternoon. It can sometimes help to have a general idea where the laughs are.
she comes over here and we're together, everything is going to change, man, in a positive way. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got to have a budget to do this, man. And you know, the money that we're looking at,
All
I mean,
right.
it just.
Now he's going to go on about budgets here for a few minutes. I'm going to step away here for just a minute because I've been drinking coffee, and you know the side effect of that. Yes, indeed, it is upon me right here, right now. I know too much information, but what I'm going to do after I welcome Negasonic, middle-aged dickhead, to the show, I'm going to go ahead and mute, and then I'm going to go relieve myself. Upon my return, we will do Smoke 'em if you got 'em, and hopefully there won't be a mute game winner here either. But we're going to go ahead and risk it. Is Christina sick again? Yeah, populist job. Apparently, I'm as sick of it as everybody else. Negative 43 TV, 10 minutes after the hour. I'm Richbartone, and, well, you know.
It would change. It's life changing, man. I mean, it would change everything. It's a dream come true. You know what I mean? But she alone is a dream come true. You know, Christina's my dream come true. That's the truth. But I need a budget, man. You know, just honestly, I need some real money to work with, and I'm just trying to figure it out for now, somehow, some way. You know, I hope that there's a way to do it. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think this is all part of God's plan, personally. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not going to have a whole bunch of money until God wants me to. That's generally how I feel. You know, I feel like God is definitely in control. Seriously. So it's not something I can control. And that's okay. You know, a lot of you would have a problem with it. I don't. It's just hard waiting. You know what I mean? It's like a patience thing. And it's not really patience. I've been nothing but patient, but I guess that's it. It's just like, you know, I have the concepts, I have the ideas. I'm definitely ready. I know I'm ready, you know, and it is what it is. But like I said, I mean, you go through periods of time. You know, the readings told me what period of time this is and to utilize it and appreciate it and respect it. So I'm trying to do that. So this is a different period of time anyway. You know, so I'm gonna use it for what it's worth and what they told me to do with it, you know, but I don't know, man. I just know that I'm ready to go, man. Like if I could just get the budget and get the money, and that's why I'll never ever have any respect for a lot for any of y'all, really. You know what I mean? Other than, you know, of course I'll always respect Christina. I love her more than anything. She's amazing. But I'm talking about on YouTube and off, like in reality, all these other people, I have no respect for none of these other people because, like I said, they all have applicable ways to help me. And instead, they wanted to sit there and be petty and talk at a distance. I ain't even talked to none of these people face to face. And just for them to say nothing that's positive, like that's just crazy. That's so fake. That's so out of the picture. Like, I just don't respect people like that.
Well, we don't respect you. That's plain enough for everybody. I am back, and there will be no mute game winner quite yet. But like I said, when I came back, one thing is for certain, ladies and gentlemen, it's the pit boss. And that means smoke them if you got them. You're on negative 43 TV, 12 minutes after the hour. Let's get high or have a sip of your favorite drink, or maybe have an edible, or even have food that's not an edible. Whatever you enjoy, now is the time to do it on negative 43 TV.
I don't respect that, period. And like I said, it's crazy because they're all like spoiled rotten. Like they have resources that I would do anything to have personally. And I don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy, bro. Like literally y'all got everything you need. Y'all got vehicles, like all these people, bro, and they all miserable. That's the funniest part. That's why it's not about what you have, because you could have everything
Okay,
and still be miserable. And
I'm going to take this one back a little bit because he's going to start voicing things that could not be described any other way than expressions of jealousy. Yeah, I know, nothing new.
amazing. But I'm talking about on YouTube and off, like in reality, all these other people, I have no respect for none of these other people because, like I said, they all have applicable ways to help me. And instead, they wanted to sit there and be petty and talk at a distance. I ain't even talked to none of these people face to face. And just for them to say nothing that's positive, like that's just crazy. That's so fake. That's so out of the picture. Like, I just don't respect people like that. I don't respect that, period. And like I said, it's crazy because they're all like spoiled rotten. Like they have resources that I would do anything to have personally. And I don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro. Like,
Well, hear that? No, he don't have none of that. He don't have no good English either. But hey, it's Tyree Sneed.
Like literally, y'all got everything you need. Y'all got vehicles, like all these people, bro, and they all miserable. That's the funniest part. That's
I have a vehicle, and right now I really couldn't be much happier. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm wearing a long sleeve, medium sized shirt that actually fits. It has some room, and I'm wearing a pair of 31s. Do I look skinny? No, I don't look like you in any way, shape, or form.
why it's not about what you have, because you could have everything and still be miserable and unhappy. That's the one thing I know for sure. Because me, I'm truly happy no matter what, and I don't need anything to be happy. I'm just happy with me and God. You know what I mean?
You don't need anything to be happy. You should, if you're listening, Tyree, you should go back to the beginning and listen to that damned prayer of yours.
And I'm happy with Christina. That's the truth. Feel me? So it's like, I don't know. Like, that's what I noticed, you know, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, y'all had years, man. Y'all have had months, years, bro, to step up. I mean,
He has in fact said that. Yep, he has said before that if Christina's a troll, he doesn't care. He's in love with the thought of her, the idea of Christina.
you know, y'all could have been help, man. Like now, like forget it. You know what I mean? Now I don't want fake help. You know, that's the thing. I don't do fake.
For some reason, I'm thinking of Johnny Thunder's song, You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory. One of the great song titles of all time and a really good song. I don't know why I'm hearing that now, but I am.
At all. You know what I mean? And that's you know, it just is what it is, man. Like I'm real as hell, bro. You know what I mean? All that fake stuff, miss me with it. I ain't trying to hear it.
In his case, it would be You Can't Put Your Arms Around an Imaginary Woman.
Straight up, like I said, they had years.
So don't try.
Like
Don't try.
all 2024, man. You know what I mean? Like if people had actually listened to me and worked together, because I offered the opportunity to everyone, bro, we'd be light years ahead of where we are now. That's what people don't get. You can't have everyone doing things on their own. Nobody's going to be able to win. You know, like one person will, which, you know, is always me. I'm the one who always wins. Why? Because I got God with me. That's the truth. But everybody can't win if you don't work together. That's why I don't understand it. Like, nah, bro, if we would have worked together, bro, we would at least been able to build something that would have been effective. Like y'all talk about, oh, I want to do a podcast. We could have been done that, bro.
You're doing it right now, or you were doing it at that time. I'm doing it right now. What the fuck are you talking about? Blue says you can't spend an imaginary settlement either. Oh, so true. And I can tell you the first thing that I'm doing once this show concludes is I'm going to go listen to me some Johnny Thunders.
We could have done that all last year, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what's crazy, man. Like, it's just people just, y'all have a poverty.
Speaking of songs, I have been contemplating for over a week rewriting the song I Don't Like Mondays. I think I can still sing it even. That could be coming very shortly.
Mindset in the first place. Like, y'all don't even want to spend no money to make no money. Like, that's what I'm saying. They're those type of people. Like, you could literally, people could have worked together. People could have spent a little bit of their own money on gas and just been quiet and quit complaining and asking for something back and just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to pick you up. And you know what I'm saying? We can go over here and do a podcast. And we can do this every day. You know what I mean? Here you go. Here's a plate of food. You hungry? Like, that's what normal people do. Normal people just treat people like human beings and normal people. Normal people work together.
Oh, shit.
You understand? That's why, I just don't respect that. Like, I ain't got time for it because it's like you literally slowing everything down. You slowing down not only your progress, but everybody's progress. And you slowing down and playing with the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about all these people in reality. That's why I don't have respect for none of you, bro. I'm not talking, and what do we have to talk about?
Oh my God, I'm not high enough.
Nothing to talk about, bro. Everybody had the opportunity to talk to me on here.
I'll fix that.
Whether it be in reality or online. We ain't got nothing to talk about now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing, bro. Like it's just crazy to me, son. Like, really, I honestly think that it's insane that people haven't literally just said, like, provided me everything on a silver platter. I really seriously think this. I'm not entitled at all. It's like,
handed me, I'm going to edge this back, handed me everything on a silver platter, and I'm, damn, just listen to it again. It's crazed.
You understand? That's why, like, I just don't respect it. Like, I ain't got time for it because it's like you literally slowing everything down. You slowing down not only your progress, but everybody's progress, and you slowing down and playing with the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about all these people in reality. That's why I don't have respect for none of you, bro. I'm not talking, and what do we have to talk about? Nothing to talk about, bro. Everybody had the opportunity to talk to me on here. You feel me?
It's
Whether it be
coming.
in reality or online. We ain't got nothing to talk about now. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my whole thing, bro. It's just crazy to me, son. Like really,
Almost there.
I honestly think that it's insane that people haven't literally just said like provided me everything on a silver platter. I really seriously think this. I'm not entitled at all. It's like I've earned it. Like if you create this concept and you're gonna be Batman.
That was extraordinary. That was extraordinary. I mean, he said as much in the past, but there's just something about the way he phrased it. Oh, God. Man, it's just a shame that he just radiates no money. There's no chance he's going to get mugged. None at all. Connie's Crusty Charred Cooter joins us on this Thursday evening. We have a tendency around here to call her C4.
Right? Why would you not just be like literally like say, hey yo, here's your spot, here's your budget, here's your money, here's your whatever motorcycle, scooter, whatever. Feel me? Hold up.
Feel me, hold
What
up.
in the hell is that?
A
Scared
bug?
the hell out of me.
Whatever it was scared the hell out of him. So much for being alpha, huh? Probably a bug.
But yeah, like I said, man, it is what it is.
Yes.
I don't know what that was.
Scared the hell out of you, though.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen.
To what? You listening
But,
to me? Like you should?
bro, what the hell, man?
Stop mumbling, boy. Negative 43 TV. I'm Richbartone. 22 minutes after the hour.
I hear it. I don't know what it is.
Ooh, the mystery grows.
But yeah, like I said, man, I mean,
Or
I don't know, man. People have all these resources, bro. I just think it's crazy. You don't know how to utilize them. And those are the kinds of people they are. It's just, it's just an empty way of doing everything. I mean, they don't know how to appreciate anyone. That's why I don't even waste my time talking to people like that. I'd be like, just keep it moving. We ain't got nothing to talk about because you're wasting my time. If you don't know how to appreciate human beings and appreciate people,
we're not a waste of your time here on Negative 43 TV or in Sneedville because, in large part, no one would know who you are if it wasn't for us. A lot of people come to you through Negative 43 TV and RTS and Sticky and Shamrock and that guy and Frost. A lot of people come here they enter through the comedy door. Some people arrive getting full blast Tyree Sneed, and those tend to be the people that don't hang out.
that's the lamest, most corniest thing because they never understand the fact that that's why they're miserable and unhappy. That's why everything's empty for them. They don't know how to utilize anybody or anything. Like, that's just sad, bro. You're going to always be empty like that.
Don't know how to utilize anybody. I would think generally if I'm not an employer, that would be a positive thing.
You know what I mean? I don't have that problem. You know what I mean? But so I don't know, man. I'm just looking forward to the future. I'm definitely looking forward to the future with Christina.
Well, this one,
like I said,
C4, this one right here is actually last night.
I mean, I'm definitely at this point,
And I've been watching a little bit of Cobes lately. I'll put on a Cobes video while I'm on the bike in the gym, and the time seems to pass. Now, I used to do a lot of my previewing on the bike relative to Tyree videos, but I've gotten to a point with it. If I'm watching those things on that recumbent bike, time stops. It absolutely stops. So I started watching Cobra videos again, a little bit here, a little bit there. That boy's ruined, isn't he? Old Carp Lips is just fucking over with.
I'm extremely patient. I'm definitely at this point
Jessica fucked up his life, but he stuck it to the troll.
ready to have some real money again. You know what I mean? I'm ready for the money era. I really am. You know, because I just know that's what I need, man. I need the money. I need the money. I need the budget. And
I need the money. I need the budget. You just need money. Let's get the money, and then we'll talk about budget. But since you're never going to get any money, the whole thing is just moot. Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Horse joins us on this Thursday. It's 25 minutes after the hour, wherever you are, except, of course, those damn Newfoundlanders. Yeah, I think so.
I'm completely in line with my purpose now. Like, that's the coolest part, because there was definitely times in my life when I had tons of money. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't, you know, I had one, but I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? And
no, not at all. I had a purpose, but I didn't know what it was. Well, then you didn't have a purpose. You're just dust in the wind. It's not just a Kansas song anymore.
I don't know. I wouldn't say I wasted a lot of time or anything. Everything was a learning experience, you know.
Of course, a lot of what Tyree says reminds me of the Fear song, Welcome to the Dust Ward. The first two lines of which are, Welcome to the Dust Ward. Brain damage, but it's only permanent.
I don't think I did anything wrong or anything like that, but it's just like, now I'm in a whole different ball game now. I mean, I'm so focused and completely, I just have a whole new perspective, you know, and that's what the Batman thing has really done for me, that I don't think any of you could ever really understand or comprehend. It's given me, you know, my life has always had more purpose than anyone I've ever seen. You know, I've always had purpose, but this Batman thing has really given me purpose on a whole nother level. And that's the thing I love about it. It's inspiring to everyone. It's inspiring to me.
I am dying to have a psychiatrist break this shit down. Absolutely dying for it. I'm telling you.
And I'm inspired every day by it. You know what I mean? And it's just, I know my purpose. So it's like, now you give me money to work with. I know exactly what I'm putting it into. I know exactly what I'm trying to build. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly why I'm doing it. I'm able to help people, you know.
Well, at one time you had over $1 million between the cash and the properties and everything, and you fucked that up. All you had to do was play nice within your family structure, and you were set for life. No, can't do that. I got to go out and pretend to be someone I'm not. It's something you've been doing your entire life. Your whole life has been based on pretending to be someone or something you're not. As I like to say quite a bit, Tyree Sneed does not exist. He's buried under layers and layers and layers, and dare I say, more layers of delusion. All that to say, you suck.
Oh, it's going to help me to save a lot of people. It's going to help me to do a lot. Seriously. You know, so I don't know.
One more time,
I'm
here we go.
Praying and asking God to, you know, give me a budget and some money to work with, produce me the budget, please, and have people donate on here too to get it started. But, you know, I don't know, man. Something's got to change.
Crazy Horse, thank you so much for the super chat. $2. I really appreciate it. It's a nice little tip. Negasonic middle-aged dick, and I'll read this one for the listeners. He says he's so happy being him, yet he wants to be everybody else from Sub-Zero to James Bond. Seems like he goes out of his way to be anybody but Tyree Sneed. Yeah, I have compared him to Peter Sellers in the past. Not obviously, Sellers was just crazy talented, but Peter Sellers was also extremely out of his mind. And he would always say, Peter Sellers doesn't exist. I'm just these characters that I play. Peter Sellers doesn't exist. And he would usually do it in a character voice.
Gotta give, man. I need some.
That's nuts.
Money to work with to do this, bro. It's just the truth. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, it's good for now because, you know, I'm doing the training. Like, I understand. I think that's part of what has to do with the bicycle and everything and going through the hardships and everything. But it's
Oh, and thanks for the nice comment too, Crazy Horse. Always appreciate it. Just makes me want to do it a little bit better for you good people.
like, you know, I need to get that license back. I need to be on a motorcycle and stuff. I mean,
Oh,
I see the
please.
whole thing laid out for what I'm doing, bro.
Oh, please get on a motorcycle. My God, everybody wants to see that so damn badly. And as of right now, Smoke 'em if you got 'em is over with for right now, but that's okay because we're going to have probably one more before we get out of here on this Thursday. What the hell? Maybe even two. You never can tell. Sometimes the old man just gets out of control. It's been known to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Now in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, please welcome our mascot, Schizo the cat. He's here right now, and he's glowing.
And I'm not going to be just driving around trying to show off and show out. I mean, I've got specific, you know, things that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make a real positive change. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, I just need the budget to work with. I can create my own bat suits. I can get a 3D printer. I can build my own bat pods. I can start with these engines on these bicycles.
I've heard that there are two or three really good books out there about Peter Sellers, and I need to get a hold of one of them.
Gas and electric. I can do the same thing with scooters. Get motorcycles, you know what I mean? Start learning how to do the metal shaping if I got to go take that class in Boston or whatever. Like,
he wants to take metal shaping, but he's got to go to Boston for the class. It's a built-in excuse to absolutely never do it. I mean, wouldn't that involve like welding? We all know how he is about welding. It scares him to absolute death. We have two new arrivals here. Mimi Loves is here, as well as the legend that is Ashes 611 Asterisk. Hello.
there's just a lot of things that I want to do, but I need the budget to do them. You feel me? That's all. Because it's all going to be applicable and useful.
Yeah, one thing that he found out, like most of us did, cocaine's not really good for that.
For what I'm doing as my career as Batman. Feel me? So
for that matter, neither is a whole lot of alcohol. I don't miss anything about alcohol, kids. Nothing.
So basically, that's the main thing, main premise. Other than that, this is what it is, man. But
other than that, it just is what it is, man. That is a placeholder statement. When somebody says it is what it is, man, they can't think of anything else to say. And at times, that's probably the best thing that could be said.
You know, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting patiently for my blessings, basically. You know what I mean? But I just know.
Like a man I used to work with 30 years ago, Red. Great guy. Just a great guy. Down to earth, dude. And he developed this really, really bad cough. It got worse and it got worse. And it was the worst one that I've ever heard. I said, Red, you need to go to the doctor. He says, yeah, I know I do, but I'm kind of afraid to. I was pleased that he felt good enough to be able to, say that to me. I said, man, you need to get that looked at. I think I already know what it is. It is what it is. That was heartbreaking.
No, I need some money to work with, man. I got to get a budget. It's just that simple.
And the words just hung in the air. He was doomed, and he knew he was doomed. Just sad.
Like I said, I'm not like y'all. I don't have a quiet desperation or anything. I just know that I need money to do this.
Hey, it's a party now. Come on, Rich. What the hell you doing here, dude?
On the level that I want to do it at. But like I said, it's not my plan. It's God's plan. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot bigger plans from what I'm hearing for me than I would ever have.
And the funny thing with this guy is he never liked me until like maybe the last 3 years we were there because my hair was too long and my words were too big. And he just, he was nice to my face, but things get back to you. And then one day, after 17 years of perfect attendance, I got 3 days off for smoking a cigarette in the bathroom. They implemented that the day before. No grace period, no fucking nothing. There's the door. And that turned him around relative to me. He didn't deserve that. He's a good guy. He's here every day. Never argues. Yeah, does what he's supposed to do without being told to do it. That's just wrong. And just like that, we became real good friends.
So it is what it is. It's not in my hands. It's in God's hands. You know what I mean? But
so he learned you can't judge a book by the length of its hair is what he learned.
I'll tell you one thing, man. If any of you think that if you count me out or you doubt me at all, you're sadly mistaken, bro. You don't know about me at all. If you think for 1 minute that I'm going to be in this same position, like I don't know how long it'll take, you know what I mean? But if you think I'm going to be in this same position forever, you got me misconstrued, homie. Straight up. Even for like another year, I refuse to be in this.
Let me go back to this comment that was in the middle of my sad story. Nega says, we think Joey has become a wage slave. Really? Do you think he's got a job?
This position in another year. I don't care if I have to literally just go manually figure it out in the street somewhere in another city and state. Like, I'm not going to stay stagnated in a position at all. I refuse.
Oh, he absolutely knows. Have you seen the end of Viva Las Vegas where he's talking about, I'm going to retire from YouTube, fuck all this and fuck that and the other thing? That the look in his eyes is the look of a man who is ruined and knows he's ruined. Now he's patched it over again and again and again over the years with his self-lies and his delusions and his fantasies. It might be like, you know, it's so papered over that he's kind of forgotten about it.
Refuse to. Never have, never will. You know what I mean?
I would say, though, if I had to just firmly say, this is what I think he knows he fucked up. That look in his eyes, he knows he fucked up. And I don't see how he could ever forget it.
So, like, I'm going to figure out, like I said, every day I just try to make progress, you know what I mean? And I am by leaps and bounds, but there's just certain things that I want to happen, you know, and it's like they keep kind of telling me it sounds like the ancestors, spirits, whatever, sources. You know, maybe God is telling me to be patient.
Well, there's a new platform called Party. I'll have to look into that after things might be picking up here a little bit.
And not try to do it all myself.
Frankly, I am surprised that he has not migrated off of YouTube onto another app. I'm shocked.
Myself, and, you know, I understand that.
And he thinks we're not going to follow him if he does. Isn't he cute? No.
But it's like I said, it's just hard because I have all these ideas and concepts and I know what I want to do, you know, but that's what I want, man. I need a budget. I need a 3D.
All right. As soon as you figure it out, you let me know and that'll get streamed. That would be an instant marathon. In fact, if you can find it, I'll run the entire damn thing. Yes, I will.
Printer. I need to figure out how I can start building all my own bat suits with the 3D printer, different components. I saw videos too about people saying,
yeah, I'm in no hurry for his mother to die at all. I haven't heard much about his mom other than to say that she has addressed her problems. That makes her pretty cool in my book.
If they could basically build like engines, I'm pretty sure a 3D printer can design and build an engine. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you have enough money and you work up your way through those 3D printers and learn them, because I learn anything real quick.
You learn nothing real quick, and here we go on the 3D printers. Nega says he said recently he's on 5 platforms now. Obviously, I read that for the listeners, but the intrigue seems to be increasing.
I can figure any program out, anything over time myself. I'm that smart. I've done it my whole life. So, like, if I work with the 3D printers and we gradually work up levels.
Yeah, Populist. We know that for absolute certain. Shamrock talked to his stepsister years ago. Now he's been written completely out of the will. And it's all going to her.
It's like, I'll figure it all out and how it works. And like, I'm pretty sure I could get where I could basically.
You know, you can't hit your mother with a dresser drawer and expect to be kept in the will.
Build my own cars.
It ain't rational.
I just wonder, I'm sure they have a way to try to keep you from doing that, you know what I mean? But like, I'm trying to do it so that I can have like a fleet of Batmobiles. That's what I want,
Oh, hell.
you know? So
I just noticed the gripped Chiron was going on and on and on. Let me change that damn thing, for God's sakes. What do I want to put down there? What do I want to put up there? What do I want to do however I want to do it? Let's go with, oh, damn, there's just so many choices, and they're all so good. This portion of the show is brought to you by The Back Porch at Mommy's House.
you know, the future is the future, man. Can't nobody stop the future. You know what I mean? And the truth is, at the end of the day, I think 3D printers can pretty much create just about anything if you have enough imagination. And I think that's going to be the concept of the future. I just see that being a component of being Batman. Seriously.
I remember this part too. This was another part where Mrs. Baritone is just looking at me. Yeah, the kind of blank what the fuck look.
You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, you know, if you take vehicles on the street, you have to have them licensed and everything. You know what I mean? It has to be done the right way. They have to be licensed. So, you know.
Yep, he sure did.
It is what it is. I'll figure it all out over time. But like I said, I want to learn how to do all these things.
Every time he refers to having a mansion, he's referring to his mother's 2-bedroom ranch.
That's the main component. You know, what I picture, you know, I don't think what I picture would be God's plan. I think God's plan is on a whole nother level, light years ahead of what I'm thinking, and way more, you know, and just way more amazing and more.
Yeah, from what I hear, that's not going to happen. But if should something like that happen, yeah, you know he's going straight to Vegas. That's a fact. And the fleet of cars did in fact disappear years ago. They no longer exist.
Blessings for me, I know that, but I have an image of what I see in my mind for the future and the future of Batman. And that's the thing. Like, I answered the calling, man. Like, I know exactly who I am. I know what I'm here for. I know my purpose. I know what I'm supposed to do. There's no confusion on any of that. But like I said, I need the money.
No, Christina's hanging in there, and he's been spending her money a little bit in this one.
I know I need money to do it. I need the money. I need the budget, because what I'm picturing is on a whole different level. I don't think any of you could even fathom or understand.
Well,
you know, and I would just be literally rolling through all these cities as Batman, and I'm talking in Batmobiles. I'd be trying to design my own tumblers, all sorts of stuff, too. You know, I mean, like, it's like out of a sci-fi movie. Like, y'all seen like Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm sure, with Tim Burton.
No.
That's kind of the Batman that I am.
I have never seen The Nightmare Before Christmas. I am generally not into movies that were made after, say, 1963.
I'm like a Tim.
I like drive-in schlock. I don't want to think. I just want to be entertained.
Burton Batman, like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, I'm thinking of like a little.
And John Waters movies, of course.
Designing like.
At least his early stuff, the first 3.
Like mini tumblers. Okay, so like if you could picture like a mini, like not an actual whole car or vehicle, but like a mini tumbler, like a small tank, right? It doesn't have to be huge. It could be a tank that's, you know, the size of like, you know.
I have heard that said in a couple of videos, Crazy. Yeah, you can fire them once they basically melt. It's what I've heard.
These little motorcycles.
But you want to talk about something I don't know jack shit about. It's guns. I fired a gun 3 times in my life total. Not that I'm against them. Own tanks if you want. I truly don't care. I was just never, ever interested in them. Pink Flamingos is my favorite movie of all time. And I'm not being, you know, I'm not being facetious. It's my favorite movie.
Cycles and stuff like that. Nobody can tell you anything about something like that. Dude, people would just be like freaked out.
Yeah, there were 2 versions of that. One of them had the dog shit eating scene. That's what I just said. And the other one did not have one. I saw one. It snuck into U-Flick. It was a midnight movie up there on OSU campus, probably about 75, 76, something like that. Got in there after midnight, and there were 2 scenes that were not in the print that they had at U-Flick. the end with the dog shit and the singing asshole. I am not even going to try to describe that. I haven't seen polyester in such a long time, but Female Trouble. The follow-up was, yeah, I liked the hell out of that one too. That was a real freak show. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Divine did in fact eat dog shit at the end of that show, was concerned about worms. So, God, I used to know who made the call. I think it might have been Mary Pierce. Calls a hospital and says, "Yeah, I have a retarded son, and he just ate dog poop by accident. Should I bring him in?" No, go ahead and watch him, but he should be okay. What about worms? Well, the odds are, just keep an eye on it. That's what they told him. So he smoked a joint and forgot about it.
Out as to what the hell it is. It's, basically that's what I'm be doing. It's going to be like an alien building his own spaceships. That's the point.
Yeah, Crazy Horse. You've seen that scene. There's no describing it. There is no describing the singing asshole scene. It's just pure fucking shock.
So, like,
still, and Divine said it tasted spongy. Yeah, I'd believe that. And the thing that's a shame about Divine is, well, Divine's name was Glenn Milstead, and he had just got casted onto Married with Children. He was going to be Peggy Bundy's uncle, and 3 days after he got cast, he died.
That's the type of stuff my imagination wants to do. You know what I mean? I want to be like rolling around under bridges and like mini tumblers, like little mini tanks, and people like,
oh Lord, I forgot all about that. Desperate Living's the one I've seen the least. I think I saw it once, like 35 years ago.
Have no clue what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
but I'm in.
He was great until he got budgets. Weird how that happened, but his best stuff was done on shoestrings and stolen equipment.
And like a tank that's like completely proofed. You know what I mean? And like, that's the kind of Batman I see me being in the future. It's just the truth.
In a tank.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the bat paws, all that stuff. I see me making all sorts of different little gadgets and different, bat pods, Batmobiles, Tumbler. Like I literally see me constructing this stuff and being able to use it and flying too. Like seriously, I don't see it as out of the picture at all. I don't know why people would think it's out of the picture. I mean, even the wings is not that out of the picture. That's why, number one, to start, I need just a bigger cape just to get like the feel of it. You know what I mean? How it feels again.
Was he really outed to protect Rock Hudson? I'm not familiar with that story.
Because I had to, make mine shorter back then because the back pod, it was getting caught in the rigging and the engine of it. So shutting it down, and it was
the bat cape was getting caught in the rigging, the engine of it. Oh shit!
Not good because it would just stop me while I was riding. You know what I mean? And it would pull. But stuff like that's got to be worked out. Semantics and stuff. Whenever I'm rolling around on something or whatever I'm doing.
Semantics. Let me make sure that I know what that word means because I suspect that he does not, as usual. Semantics. Okay, semantics meaning. According to the dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, it's a noun, the branch of linguistics and logic concerned with meaning. Okay. There are a number of branches and sub-branches of semantics, including formal semantics, which studies the logical aspects of meaning, such as sense, reference, implication, and logical form. I won't go on. I won't bore you with it, but I don't think he's using it right.
As Batman, but that's what I see, man. I want to be able to construct. I want to be completely self-sustainable, like. Or not just like with money. I want to be like.
I know the whole thing did some damage to Jim Neighbors, who, he didn't deserve it. My God, he's Gomer Pyle. Give the man his respect.
A Batman that creates and designs all his own stuff. That's what y'all don't get. And I want to completely fall off the grid where basically nobody can ID me and none of you have a clue where I'm at, what I'm doing, or who I am. That's what people don't understand. Like
that you want to hide. We understand that. We get that. And remember, you were talking about how easy you were to find earlier, maybe an hour or so ago. Sounds like you don't want to be easy to find, huh?
Literally, like, you know, I'm not going to go as far as like change my name probably, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I want to be completely off the grid. Like, I want to have so much money.
Oh hell, Nega. Apparently there is such a thing as inertia training, and it sounds nauseating. Uses a wheel that spins that you hold and fight the resistance of it. You're going to fight the resistance of your lunch too, I would bet.
That I can pretty much do whatever I want, and like whatever I'm doing as Batman, people are not going to necessarily know
Riggin in the Riggin, was that Sid Vicious or Sex Pistols?
it's me unless I come out and say so publicly on a video. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'll do the channel stuff. I'll keep the channel cute and cool, whatever. I'll have fun on the channel, but like, I want to be making like news headlines, okay, as Batman for doing positive things that help people and protect people. Like, I want to do the real thing and help and make a difference and a change. I want to do what I'm trained to do and what I came to do, and God's work and God's will, the right thing, the right way. You know what I mean? I want to make a stand, you know, and the right way though, you know. And like I said, that's the type of Batman I am. That's what I see and what I picture, man. I picture me building everything. That's what entices me. It's like the independence of it. You know what I mean? Like it's like, why can't you do that? Like, if you're smart enough, bro, you know, just like aliens, they build spacecrafts and stuff. Oh, that's creepy. Huh. Right. But yeah, like aliens build spacecrafts and stuff.
Now he's
right?
going to go gone.
So, I mean, if you think about it, right? Why can't we? It's the same type of component. I mean, if you got like a genius mind, like that's the thing. I just don't think like anybody.
Oh boy.
I think on a whole different level. You know what I mean? I'm not claiming to be anything. I mean, part of the thing that y'all have confused is y'all try to talk to me on here, but you all try to tell people their reality. That's why you keep losing.
Okay, we've got about 12 more minutes of Tyree Sneed goodness. So by the time I get done talking, it'll be about 20 minutes or so that we will still be here. But you know what it's time to do? Yes, one last time for this particular show. Grab what you got and smoke them if you got them. Negative 43 TV, 52 minutes after the hour, 8 minutes until the top of the hour. I'm Richbartone.
So there's people on YouTube, man, y'all go live every day and talk for hours and beg for money, and you're online projecting. Like, nobody takes you seriously, man, and y'all don't even have monetized channels and never will. Like, nobody cares about what you're talking about, man. You're simple, you know?
No, right now I'm monetized in that I can get super chats. I can get tips. I'm not in AdSense yet, and I don't know how much of a hurry I am in to get onto AdSense, because I understand if you're a creator of content here, that's where the censorship really kicks in.
People who are really educated and intelligent and a genius like me, we're thinking on a whole nother level, bro. Like, I'm trying to build my own alien spacecraft.
I would say, but then again, look at Tyree, but then again, he's not making any money, so well, there you go.
Straight up. Like, y'all ain't getting it. Like, I want to build things that fly. You understand? So that's why, like, when y'all talk about money, I think it's corny, because if you're intelligent and you're a genius, you ain't worried about all that, man. Like, when the money comes, and then you can create all these ideas. But that's the thing. You got to utilize the time in between to think about it all, man, and figure it out. That's the best time to you know, use your mind and figure out how it's possible and how to do it. You know? The stuff Batman was riding around in, none of it was normal, bro. I mean, the tumbler wasn't even like...
Indeed, Crazy Horse. His IQ is under 100 easily. May even be under 80.
Like a car. I mean, let's get real. I'm pretty sure he didn't even have plates. Like, I don't think it was registered. I mean, you know, that thing was literally morphing, bro. I mean, do you see the movie? That thing literally had tectonic plates built in it, basically, and it was shifting.
Tectonic plates. It basically had tectonic. Oh, Lord, don't you love it when total idiots try to sound intelligent? You only get that here on Negative 43 TV.
Okay, and then he had the bat pod built sideways into the infrastructure of the tumbler where he ejects and comes out and the bat pod's already flying. Like, that's the future. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, that's the type of Batman I am. This is not fake. This is real. So that's the thing. Like, I mean, my life's always been crazy and insane and not normal. You know what I mean? But
Oh, God.
when this money comes and these blessings and you know, once Christina's with me physically, I think it's about to really get surreal. You know, and that's all I could say. Like I said, I want to build like maybe like a cage for my face, something to cover my mouth and my face probably, especially so I can't get ID'd, and mostly for protection.
Yeah, that's what he said. Batman didn't register as. Anyway.
But I have it all mapped out in my mind, man. I just got to get the money and then figure out how these things work. I mean, that's going to be one of the first things I do. If Christina, let's go through the itinerary, right? And I've laid out a lot of stuff and told Christina a lot about ideas I have, right, and things that I want to do. But let's put it like this: if she was here today, like right now, right, and we're together, like I said, I mean, we'd make our own moves. We already know what we're doing. Like, we'd get everything straight. We'd have fun, first of all. You know what I mean? We'd be having our pre-honeymoon and just being together and enjoying, you know, just being with
He dipped his toe in self-deprecation? Really?
each other. That's the first thing, right? Once we get a little, you know, more settled in and we figure everything out, like, as far as the itinerary for like the Batman stuff, like, that's what I would be doing probably. I need a computer would be the first thing. And this is for everything. This is for everything we're going to be doing together, everything. I mean, I would need a computer, need a laptop. That's the first order of business. And that would be the first thing I look into probably is 3D printers, how they work, what's the cheapest one, what's the capacity of it, what can it make, and what can it create. You get what I'm saying? And like, that's the concept I'm really into. And it's not going to be just 3D printers. I'm sure there's other tools accessible to build things, but that's what I want to do for a living. I want to build these things on my own. You know what I'm saying? And I want to hopefully figure out how to tap into free energy is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out a different source on my own that will run like the little spacecraft I built.
He's building spacecraft now. Never heard that one before. He's building spacecraft now. And he just doesn't get how... He doesn't even sound dumb. I can't really think of a word to properly describe him. I guess I'll go with delusional and stupid.
That's what y'all don't get.
Oh, I get it.
I'm not thinking like y'all are thinking. Like
No
I said,
shit.
and it shows in the Batman movies. Like, they have the blue and then they've got green if you actually watch the movies, and then red. And I'm talking about like for the engines and the cars and stuff. I mean, it just makes sense to me. I just feel like you might have to end up creating your own fuel source or your own
Yes, as a outdated technical term, yes, he is an imbecile.
energy source. So that's the thing. Like, I'm not thinking the way you are thinking, bro. Like, I literally want to build like my own spacecraft. Seriously.
New
and
low.
like flying around in it. That's the difference. Like, what I'm doing is not.
But it'll fly really, really low to the ground, right?
It's not normal.
Much like no, it's not normal. Oh boy, yeah, you said it. It is definitely not normal. Oh my God, it's not normal.
It's not your average, everyday Joe journey or walk. You know what I mean? And that's okay. But at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking to do. Like, when, you know, I'm just saying, when we have a budget and we have money, I don't have to come out of our pocket much for anything, really. Like I said, I've pretty much like told her like all the plans, and we're just going to be having fun and enjoying ourselves. I guarantee you we're going to stay the hell away from any of these, weird individuals and weird people. That's about it. We're going to be having fun and doing us, man, because.
All right, kids, let's get one more good rip in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because trust me, I always know what people on in the back of my mind, even if I act like I don't understand. I know what people on, man. I know there's people envious and jealous, and I know what time it is, and I know how people like that are, and it just y'all don't scare me at all, But I'm just saying, when Christina's with me, oh yeah, we're gonna be super smart about what we do. And like I said, we're gonna be leaving like right away anyway. We're gonna be traveling. I'm gonna get everything right. We're gonna do everything together. I mean, she'll never have anything to worry about, but like, I'm going to always take care of Christina and protect her at all.
But I thought Christina was supposed to take care of you, like to the point where you can hide behind her skirt while she takes on the trolls. God damn, you're a wimp.
Boss. So, it is what it is. So she is the prize to me and always will be and always has been. So that's number one. But that's what I want to spend my time doing. I want to be with her and just be happy and play games, have fun together, enjoy life, eat, chill, listen to music, just basic stuff. Go walk.
Go walk. Yeah, that sounds good. Kind of sounds like a busman's holiday for you, as they used to say, like back in the 50s, 40s.
Go to the beach, go to the island.
I love antique phrasing.
Just want to have fun with my girlfriend. That's all. Just want to be with Christina. You know what I mean? And then I'm just saying, after some time, we'll start figuring out what we want to do. We'll kind of do it just piece by piece as far as figuring out how we want to approach the Batman thing. But that's what I'm saying. My mind is, I have like these images in my mind, like these ideas. I don't know. And I want to create them. That's how I am. That's how I've always been. My mind just like, I have a beautiful mind, man. God designed my mind differently, and I just create. That's all I know how to do. That's why.
Oh, he created a beautiful mind, all right. Your mind would be like trying to use a broken kaleidoscope. It just doesn't work, and everything's totally refracted.
I don't care how people take what I do on here. This is just me creating, man. That's all I do. I get in flow state and I create. That's what I'm designed to do. I don't know how to do anything else. That's what I'm good at. I don't care about money really, but I just, it'd be nice to have it because it's easier to do stuff. That's all. That's why I just think people are odd on here. Y'all talk about money and you want it so bad, and it's like you've never had it. Like, I've had money, bro. I've had tons of money in my life. Like, I'm just saying, you would think eventually you'd figure out if you stop chasing money, maybe it'll come to you.
It doesn't work like that.
Because I'm not chasing it, and I don't even really care about it, but
you care about it more than anything. And ladies and gentlemen, for this particular show, Smoke 'em if you got 'em is done for the evening, but it's never over. It's never, ever over. Be here at the next show. Might be tomorrow. Who knows? It'll certainly be Saturday at 5:50 p.m. Sneedville time.
I'm just saying, for the Batman thing, I just know it's necessary. I need a budget. You know what I mean? So, that'll be the fun component too about what we do is I'm gonna take Christina with me everywhere we go, and I really want to do some real traveling. And what I'm considering and thinking about is like we might talk to like some military people. We might talk to the military. We might talk to some different organizations.
What?
I need to learn some knowledge. There's some things I need to figure out. I need to figure out the kind of paneling they use for aircrafts because that's like the most protected, most proof stuff that they have. I got to figure all that stuff out. I think there's definitely going to be a military component possibly, even though, with all the research I've done and what I've heard, you know what I mean? We got to get past that. But, I want to talk to different people,
He is so far off the bridge at this point. It is truly extraordinary. He's heading for the water, and it's just faster and faster and faster. But unlike most people that jump off of bridges, Tyree's never going to hit the water. Closer he gets, the river actually moves away, creating a bottomless effect. He's going to hit that water sooner or later, but weird things are happening.
You know, they might let me do like speeches at schools too and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot. Once we get a budget and we have money to work with, it's going to open up every door for me.
Speeches at schools. Okay, kids, here's a raving madman that thinks he's Batman. Thank you. I need donations.
And I already got
I need donations.
Divine confirmation that God is like leveling me up. Like it's all coming right now. Like I'm about to level up in advance. So it is what it is, man. I think the views should be doing
level up in advance.
Pretty good too. You know, it'll be sporadic, maybe it'll be up and down, but I think it's going to do well. And hopefully we can get in a groove with this, man. Yeah. But you know, that's what's crazy to me, man. When people,
you bet.
I just don't get it. Like, what do you?
Hell yes, Sheriff. He would be shaking down all of the little children for their lunch money. You can bet on it.
Y'all worried about me for? I mean, like I said, I mean, you these people, they got 9 to 5s. They got jobs.
He's not on drugs. He's never been on drugs. That's the craziest thing about this. A normie that sees, oh man, this guy is just one acid hit too many. No, his brain is really that out of line. The brain chemistry. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Crazy Horse, for the super chat. It all helps. Thank you.
Jobs, you know what I mean? They got support systems. They got everybody around them. Like y'all should have plenty of dough. And that's my point. I mean, if people are still focusing on me, it just goes to show you money ain't nothing.
What?
You know what I mean? Money don't mean anything. Money don't bring happiness. Money don't mean your class or what
level you are. I agree. Money certainly does not bring happiness. It's no guarantee at all. However, I would be willing to take my chances. Negative 43 TV, 6 minutes after the hour. We're almost there. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here really late, but he's here. Hello to Mr. Smith.
Society or education or intelligence or intellect or anything doesn't have anything to do with the quality of person you are. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't get it. Like, what are you worried about me for? Why focus on me? Focus on yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. All y'all, I mean, you know, I don't think y'all are doing that great, but I mean, you're doing all right. You know what I mean? I think a lot of you are doing better than you've probably ever done, which I don't understand either, because a lot of these people are evil as hell.
Said that we're doing better than we've ever done, but at the same time you say that we don't exist and none of us have anything. I mean, what you just said is actually the true statement. You know it, and it kills you, and we're glad.
Hell, but it is what it is. I think karma comes in different forms, personally. You know what I mean? I think I see people getting their karma right and left, to be honest. Like I said, it ain't YouTube, it's karma too. Ain't got nothing to do with me. This is what y'all created for yourself. You know what I mean? So, end of the day, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I pray for everyone. I wish everybody nothing but the best.
Bullshit.
There's nothing but love over here always, for everybody. But like I said, that's what I want to, you know, I don't know. I guess I'm just eager to get everything started. You know what I mean? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So hopefully, you know, I don't know. Hopefully, you know, I mean, I don't know. I know everything is going to work out. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can get this show on the road, and that's all, man. I just can't wait. You know what I mean? But yeah, that would be, that'd be the number one thing I'd do is have a laptop, and Christina and I would like chill and just chill with each other and be happy and in love and enjoy each other's company and being with each other. And that's what I picture, like just sitting in really nice surroundings and talking a lot and doing a lot of research is what I want to do, you know? So I definitely am going to need a laptop, but that's what I want to do. A lot of research.
Well, always remember you had one and you were too fucking pussy to go back and get it.
Figure out how to build these things. I'm going to be basically like Albert Einstein designing inventions.
Holy crap.
I'm just telling you the truth. That's the tangent that I'm on. So it is what it is. Feel me? Anyway, I'm going to get going. Much love. I'll talk to y'all later. And yeah, like I said, I just can't wait. I love you, honey.
And that was I Continue to Advance with My Hard Work, and that is all that I have for you on this Thursday evening here on Negative 43 TV. Programming notes before we all get going here on this Thursday evening. Friday, tomorrow, it's a very high possibility that I will be streaming the next 2 days. If I go tomorrow, and I probably will, it's likely to be in the afternoon here in Sneedville. So just keep your eyes open. It'll pop right up. Believe me, it will. And we are going to do this whole thing yet again. And then, of course, Saturday Madness, 5:50 p.m. Sneedville time. That is, of course, Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. So set your clocks accordingly. I don't even know what the show is going to be. It's going to be something. Hopefully, it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody, but you never really can tell until you get right into it. So, again, thank you so much for spending some of your Thursday with us here on Negative 43 TV. Red Screen says, Rich, I don't think he'll be out for a while. Well, we'll find out. If he doesn't do anything over the next 2 days, good Lord in heaven, I'll find something. There is bad weather down there, but the really bad weather is like 70 up the coast, about 70 miles from him. I hope I'm wrong. The last thing I saw was, yeah, they're definitely going to get rain, but the people, 70 miles further up north on the coastline, they could be in a whole lot of problems. So anyway, yeah, I hope it's really rough for him the next couple of days. I hope it's rough for him any old time at all. So it's been a great party, but you know what I'm getting ready to say. I know you know. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Richbartone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.
And now, Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, with corporate offices located at One Cross Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. Negative 43 TV operates at a power of 200 hamster wheels, turning at exactly 61 revolutions per minute. On behalf of Rich and Marie Baritone, Old Betsy the Computer, Pete the Destroyer of Bud, and the rest of us here at Negative 43 TV, I'm Cleveland Steamer. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And now, high flight.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.